Hmm.
Battle, just that. We'll be ready to go so soon. Oh, or I could somehow close everything by accident. There we
What do
go.
you mean I closed all my tabs? No.
Yeah, for real. Story of my life. Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, let's see what happened with you guys. So, you had a very busy day last time. You met with Barnabas Blaswin, and were inducted into, oh boy, the Order,
Esoteric order.
the Esoteric Order of Auron. I knew it was some crazy word, but yes, some of you were inducted into this order because you believed in the greater good and all that great shit. With that, Barnabas took you to interrogate Lady Galhund, who agreed to give up some of her Dark Six devotees. Um, the party also took care of Barco Swornhold, an evil ex-adventurer who has infiltrated the city of Sharn and needed to be disposed of on the sly. And that's just what you did on behalf of the King's Citadel, which earned Viatelli a promotion. He is now a member of the King's Dark Lanterns, the ultimate spy, excuse me, intelligence agency in Forbear. Pretty high stuff. You also went down to talk to the bronze dragon beneath the lake. You all gave him some coin because he is the most ferocious dragon, but you all surmised that he was just a shithead and really didn't mean any harm. He's just kind of a bit of a goof. But you realized he wasn't much of a harm. You told Hadon the Hammer, who was pleased to hear this, and said he'd keep his eye on the dragon. And you all went home for the day. Unfortunately, not a wildly successful day. Nero, however, went to go wander through the streets of Dura, and was quickly greeted by some Boromar clan agents who beat the crap out of him. They took his gold and left him, as he seemed to not have much on him that they were looking for, as they were looking for the stone that you all now possess. Nero returned, looking beat up. He's kind of shut himself up in his room, and Tally's still gone MIA. So it's up to you for decide what to do next. One thing is certain, if anything could be taken from the beating that Nero took, is that this stone that you have is of immense importance and now marks you as very important people in the Dragon Quest. Like it or not, you are now members of the heist, unless you were, of course, to give up the stone to somebody and, forget all this happened and let somebody else go find the gold. But we'll see. We'll see if you guys are up for that kind of thing. And most importantly, Selena swore her oath on her mom and is now an oath sworn paladin. And it seems that Smokey the Panther is now feeling a little bit more friendly and will follow the group around and be just such a great pal. And that is where we pick up today. It is the 24th of the month, and it's up to you guys to decide what you wanna do with yourselves.
The last quests that we got.
We got a quest to recruit or track down the doppelgangers and
Mm.
gauge their trustworthiness.
And that would pay off a lot for infiltrating any of the criminal organizations. Right.
Potentially.
Let's see. We also have The the Red Cloak Battalion member who's probably at the bottom of a bottle.
Um,
I've I've also got information that the Boromar clan, the very feisty, very crooked halfling assholes, are currently courting a uh, mage uh, of some repute. Uh, he's known, or they're known. I don't know if it's a he, she, they. I'll go with they. They're known as the Dreaming Dark. Elasun Bizarre.
So that one's in Cliffside.
That's in
Dr-
Cliffside. But
Drunken Dragon. We know where that is.
yeah, that's where we all met. But
And then we don't really have a good idea where the changelings are.
um, the doppelgangers?
Oh yeah, doppelganger, sorry.
well, the drunken uh dragon is pretty popular. We can ask after Matrim Merrig to see if anybody might know where we can locate him, and at the same time get an eye on this person that the Red Cloaks are looking for.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sure. There's also the lady who was interested in art, like where we got our art from, and the skeletons that need
Is the
investigating.
lady who is interested in the art, do we think she's in any way related to like that like master art thief that's been prowling the nobles?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know
Uh,
if it was an art thief. I just know it was like a thief hitting high-end houses.
the only thing that I can recall is I've seen that house name in the Chronicle. There was an article about some new dragon marked house, but honestly, it wasn't of significant interest to me. Uh, so I only vaguely remember reading it.
I think as far as the art goes, um, I think there is a good portion of it that's obviously mainly Siren, uh, obviously very important to Talenta. So I think as for that, we maybe will wait on a decision as far as contacting that person. But as Darwin said, there is also that string of robberies. Um, the Black Viper, that we can investigate for the church.
Well,
Looks like we could get information about that from the publisher because they were mentioned in the Inquisitor.
Yeah,
Or
that's a good place to start.
yeah. So
uh,
why don't we do that? We'll let Nero kind of rest up. He looks like a week worth of bad weather, so yeah, he can maybe use a day to lay up a little bit. There's no reason that we can't go make a buck or two.
yeah, I'll buy our passage on the skyship.
So what's the
Thank you, Darwin. It's very kind.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys want to do the Drunken Dragon or the publisher first?
Might as well do the publisher because, if I recall, timing wise, it was relatively early in the day when Nero came rolling back in. We were going to have a little meeting in the in the morning, and Nero came in looking like rough road. So probably the publisher is probably the way to go if we're looking to get an eye on somebody who's carousing at the bar first thing in the morning. Probably is not the best choice unless they're that type of person. But if they are, we'll see them there later tonight too.
Fair point, fair point. Yeah, we'll take the skyship to wherever the publishing house is for this Sharn Inquisitor.
And great question. Oh, let's see. Okay, let me quickly make up wherever that is. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you guys are gonna be going to the upper Sharn Upper Plateau. Find the handy map. Yes, you're going to be going to Memphis Plateau. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 3 districts you're going to be traveling through. So that would be 6 silver each to take the sky coach there. That is where that would be where their press and publishing company is. They have multiple presses, but that would certainly be it. So you guys get on there with your good old buddy Dover Lyrandar, who will happily fly you up there for gold. You make it up to Upper Memphis. Let me tell you a little bit about this ward, because I don't believe you've ever been here before. It is very elegant here. It is very civilized. It seems to be home to a number of very fine theaters. The only people who have been here would have been the ones who went to the art theater originally. Very lavish, very beautiful concert halls and theaters. The shops are fine food, fashions, exotic goods, many lovely districts, a gnomish neighborhood, fine tailoring. It is a very excellent place to live. But you guys come to the University District, a place where fine institutions of learning can be found, and you find yourself standing outside of Cragmore Pression Publishing Company, which is the publishing company that represents the Sharn Inquisitive. And you walk within. You see many people moving around busily, people writing at their desk, people sort of handing over reports. There's a lot of energy in here. People moving around, handing off stories, getting things ready to go. It's not too tame. Things are very busy in the city, which means that things are very busy here. You talk to, presumably, the reception, who says, what is it that I can do for you? Are you here to share a story? What can I do for you?
Well, we're here on the behalf of the Platinum Watch and the battalion. Oh, wait, not the battalion.
Sure.
I have too many notes.
It's all good.
About the string of robberies.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Let me get somebody in front of you. And they're going to she's going to contact one of the people here. Uh, give me some employees. Give me some employees. Okay, you find yourself very quickly sitting in front of one of the many reporters here, and this individual goes by for it. Yeah, you get in front of this half-elven, Corvarian individual who says, "Oh, hey, how's it going? The name's Cord. Pleasure to meet you. Reporter for the Sharn Inquisitive. What can I do for you?"
We'd like some details about the string of robberies. We've been asked to aid in the investigation and see what we can't uncover.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see what I can do for you. String of robberies. Uh, and just for my information, which quest is this one related to?
Black Viper.
What? Sorry?
Black Viper.
Black Viper.
The string of robberies.
Got
Didn't
it.
know.
Yeah.
Came
Connected
from
to
came from the
Tal'Dorei's,
church.
Yeah. Got this. Okay, let me see. Black Viper. Yeah. No, yeah. A big feature right now. We don't want thieves going around, but been in a couple of our articles here. Let me think here. Okay. I'll tell you what. Make me a persuasion make me a persuasion check to see if this guy's willing to talk. Oh,
As in keeping with my my long history. I, I apparently can't get my throat out of the way.
he says, "Look, I don't know much about this." They give you the runaround a little bit. You end up in front of this other reporter. That sort of like the rumor mill goes that this guy is kind of the guy who's been spending a lot of time looking at it. You guys are like, I can't really divulge. Listen, if you want to
I
talk,
will take out the badge and I will place the badge on the desk.
he goes,
Hopefully,
okay.
maybe it'll buy me a reroll.
Yeah, he says, okay. Look, I get it. You're important people. Why don't you listen? We publish Sharn Inquisitive here. There's other publications we do here, like there's this one guy who does on the second floor. He does this personal paper called the Sharn Wazoo. He's all over this Black Viper character. Go talk to him. Just I got work to do.
Okay. Well, we'll make our way to the second floor.
Did we get a copy of the paper?
A copy of the paper?
Yeah, the report ran in, like the article ran in.
He says, sorry. He says that it hasn't been released yet. Like he's still working. They're still working on the story, essentially.
Well, then how did we get it?
Yeah.
Well, how did we hear about it then?
Oh, okay. I got you. No, my mistake. I got a little mixed up. No, the Sharn Inquisitive, wrote this. Apologies, scrub that. He just, the guy's just like, look, I don't want to get involved. Like, I know the Sharn Inquisitive. We've wrote about her a little bit, but like, it's kind of in the past. I don't want to get involved. I'll tell you what, Piatelli, with the badge, I'll allow you to make one more roll with an intimidation this time.
Apparently, I should lean in and start with the badge because that'll be a 22.
22, there you go. He sees the badge and he goes, okay. Don't lock me up or nothing. Just take it easy, all right? Okay, kind of leans in. He goes, I don't like to talk about it a lot. People don't think I'm kind of stupid when I talk about it, but uh, the Black Viper, I have suspicions that she is a secret evil twin to someone known as Amalia Castellanter. You ever heard of her?
As a matter of fact, we have indeed.
Well, I have been led to believe that this Amalia Castellanter has a evil twin sister, so to speak. It's dramatic. It's for the publishings, but basically, I've been led to believe that she has a sister who's been running around wearing a mask, trying to hide her disfigurement. Um, if you want to bark up anyone's tree, go bark up their tree. I mean, you've got a badge. We can't get onto the property. They're Skyway people. You know what I mean?
And indeed, I think we can make way for an interview. Are there any particular questions that would be of service to the uh, Inquisitor that we could make make part of our future endeavor?
Listen, if you can find the Black Viper, you can identify the Black Viper, figure out their identity, and give me the inside scoop. I mean, that's all I ask. I mean, we've asked plenty of questions. It's not about the questions, it's about finding out who done it. If you can find out who done it and bring it here, you'd make me a very happy reporter.
I
I
think
mean,
we can.
I know you got to report to higher authorities and all, but maybe you give your old friend Cord a scoop before you hand over the official information. Maybe you know what I mean.
I think that I think for somebody who is appropriately enterprising, that one good turn deserves another.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not trying. I wasn't trying to give you the runaround. I apologize. I just
I
there's a lot of
th-
competition here.
lot of competition. You know, poor folks walking in off the street asking questions you don't know them from a hill of beans. I could understand where reticence would come in.
Oh well, I appreciate that. Yeah, but and yeah, if you find her, let me know. That would make a huge break in my career. I'd really appreciate it.
Do we know what kinds of things were stolen?
Goes, oh well. I mean, various reports. The guy will start going through his notes, and he'll say like, I mean, robbed at least a double noble's estates, like jewelry, artwork, sculptures. You know how thieves operate, right? They're small valuables. The smaller it is, and the more valuable it is, the more likely it's going to get stolen. So jewelry, gemstones, that kind of thing. Low weight, high value. That's kind of what they go for, and that seems to be the trend.
Well, Hilly will stand up and we'll reach out and say, "We greatly appreciate your time and vigilance on behalf of Sharn."
Shake your hand, say, yeah, no, happy to help. I suppose wherever I can. Good luck. Good luck with your investigation.
You three have a a more cordial relationship with the Castle Lanterns. Uh, do you want to go talk to Lady Amalia about her sister?
Sure, we can do that.
I mean, I'm happy to go ask questions, but you know, there's a difference between me asking them, which are less polite than you folks who have an existing relationship, which would be more polite.
Yeah, she might not take kindly to us not focusing on her case, though.
I
Unless
was.
we,
Go ahead.
unless we make it seem like we are somehow, like tie it to her case. But yeah, she might not want to help.
Well, the 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 simple solution is we, I wouldn't necessarily tell her about the stone that we have, but we can say that we have come on to information that several members of the criminal element here in Sharn have the eye things that we're looking for, which would be small and potentially highly valuable, something worth stealing. Uh, and we know that there is this high-end thief that might be a way to say, we're looking into your stuff. We're aware of this. What do you know about this other?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We could definitely do that. Also, the mission said, I believe, that we're just to figure out what the Sharn Inquisitor knows and report back. So maybe we've already done the job.
Oh, fair point.
Well, it's it's Bendrig's deal with the Templars. Well, you and Princess and Benrig. I'll follow your lead onto it as you see best fit.
What do you think, Benner?
I would be happy to continue investigating down this lead. Um, when everyone met the Castle Lanterns, was I there that week? I don't think so.
I think you were, because you stayed back with, or maybe you weren't.
I don't think he was. I think that
Yeah.
was
Anyway,
just.
either way, but I would even say I'm happy to come along and I can be a voice of reason, even if things get out of hand.
It's also your mission because you're the. Well, I mean, Selena's a Templar as well, but
Yeah, I just mean that I don't know these witnesses like everyone else does. I think everyone else did like one job for them in the week I was away.
fair enough.
But yeah, I'm happy to continue investigating and perhaps I just take the supporting role behind the princess.
Sure. Let's go talk to the Castle Lanterns then.
Perfect.
Okay. And so we go. Amazing. We just now put up something here real quick, and let's get to it. Oh my, beautiful. Okay, so you leave. That's excellent. Okay. For 2 silver each, you guys can all board back on your sky coach and ascend up in the skyway to return to the Castle Villa, if that is what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'll go.
Magnificent. And so you do. Let's check it here. You were met at the gates by a familiar fellow, this sort of elder butler, who you recall, his name is Wilford. He says, the Platinum Watch, yes, welcome back. I expect you wish to have an audience with Lord and Lady Castellanter.
That's right.
Very well. Then let me make them available for you. Please come in. He'll open the gate and allow you all to enter. I'll say that you kind of catch the couple having a little lunch. Or actually, you know what? I'll just say it's the lady. Lord's out working. But Lady Castellanter is just having some breakfast. Her kids are somewhere. She stands up and very kindly greets all of you and says, "Welcome back, Captain March. That will be all, Williford." And he will bow to her and depart and say, "Please sit. Welcome back. Please tell me what's going on. We heard some reports from the help, and it sounds like you're working hard. Good to hear. What can I do for you today?"
Oh, well, thank you for having us in your lovely home today. I really appreciate it. And we had some follow-up questions for you. So we hoped that the Templars of the Silver Flames would be able to help us in the endeavor of finding the criminal organizations that hold the stones. And well, they expect us to earn their trust first, and so they sent us out on this mission where we were to find the Black Viper. Have you heard of her?
So I think I might have heard something about that in my morning readings. She's a thief, isn't she?
Yes, that's right. And well, we have reason to believe that she is your, well, evil twin sister.
Oh,
Actually, though,
uh, oh, um, I see. I had a sister. I haven't seen her in a very long time. I actually believe that she died during the morning, if I've been quite frank. But you believe that she's alive and a thief at that?
well, we've heard a rumor. Would she have been badly disfigured while you knew her?
Not while I know her, but if she survived the morning, don't suppose it's out of the question. Perhaps the horrible event did something to her, but I was unaware that she was still alive. What is your source on this? Have you seen her?
Can I insight check her for honesty?
Sure.
Yeah. 16.
A 16. You don't detect deception. She seems surprised by your questions.
Okay. Um, well, we heard it from the Sharn Inquisitor.
I see. That's where I read the article. They believe that my evil twin sister is a master thief.
Yeah.
That's quite amusing.
Well, it certainly wouldn't be you dressed up to be disfigured, huh?
Most certainly not. If I was snooping off to steal from nobles, I'm sure my husband would have noticed by now.
Yeah, well, you guys are desperate for money.
Hannah smiles a little, you know, at that. She just goes, "You're quite right. We are very desperate for money. But I don't think we will achieve what we need achieved by uh, committing theft for jewels and what have you from our neighbors. You're rather suspicious, don't you think?
Hmm.
And not to mention illegal.
Yeah, well, is what we're doing illegal if we find the gold for you? Shouldn't that money go back to the people, but we're giving it to you instead for your children?
Well, well, I suppose it is in a way. Well, that's such a strange question. At what point is the gold been mixed up with the wealth of the counselor and
Well, it's okay. I don't blame you. I mean, if I had children, I'd do the same thing. So I can really empathize with you. It's just a bit of a moral gray area, don't you suppose?
oh, most certainly, but sometimes we must do what we can for the people that we love, even if that doesn't always seem, well, doesn't always seem the most honorable, perhaps.
Well, I think it's very honorable to save your two children. So that's why we're here. We're here to help. And you really don't know anything about this rumor of a secret
Uh,
twin.
no, dear, no, I don't. But by all means, if you want to search the house, if you think that there might be some clue that might lead you to the Black Viper,
I That does give me an idea. You could perhaps help us lure her to your house so they could thieve from you. But don't worry, we'll come in and save the day.
uh, it's like, so, to be clear, dear, you want to entice the Black Viper to come and rob my home?
Sure, but then we catch the Black Viper red-handed, and that gets us one step closer to helping your children.
I see. How is the Black Viper connected to the Dragon Heist?
Oh, well, we're not so sure that they are, but we're trying to get in with the Templars. Hear me out. We're trying to get in with the Templars of the Sovereign Host, and they're an incredibly powerful organization that could help us track down these criminals. So,
She she looks down at your because you have a silver because they gave you an amulet. she
yeah,
looks at she looks down at your holy silver flame amulet and goes, Last time we met, didn't you gave us a number of you have a number of titles, but wasn't one of them Templar? Aren't you a Templar of the Silver Flame?"
that's right. Mhm.
She kind of looks around the table to like anybody else not fully getting what's going on. She goes, I appreciate your plan. Uh, excellent, dear. But I don't know if I feel comfortable. This is the home of my children. I don't want some violent thief coming in the night and possibly harming my children, let alone uh, taking from our home, possibly. I just wouldn't be comfortable. But if you're looking for a lead, we did send you one of our house agents. I'm sure they could be of great use to you. I know that they already helped you track down that horse, was it?
That's right. I think we sent them on a different mission, but that's a good point. We could utilize them for this. Unless you have like a summer home. Of course, you have a summer home. My mom has several.
Oh, well, you come from very fortunate stock, my dear. Unfortunately, we had to sell the summer home to
Ah,
accumulate enough wealth for,
that's
you
right.
know.
Yeah, the moral gray area.
Lady
But,
Castellanter, may
yes.
may I offer a suggestion? And Viatelli will look at uh, Princess and Darwin and Vendrick. Perhaps your social mystique may be of all the benefit we would need. We would like, we have come into the possession of some artwork belonging to Lost Siri, and we would like to host a gala for members of your social circle at our new establishment. It's not in the Skyway, but it would be an opportunity to put these on display as a fundraising endeavor for the the refugee population. Um, would you be willing to lend your significant social presence to advertise this amongst your peers. Because if that's the case, uh, and it may be an event that would entice this maybe sister, this black viper, out into the open, because certainly there would be an opportunity to pick off small tokens, which seems to be their modus operandi. That way, it wouldn't be putting your children at risk, um, and it would put us a step closer to those criminal organizations, which, as the princess made mention, have some key elements in uncovering the location of the uh, cache that you've made the arrangements for.
So you want me to call on my social circles to throw a gala in your apartments in Lower Tavix Landing?
That's what I'm suggesting.
At
It's
Terminus
it
Station.
at the terminus station.
I see. Listen, I would love to indulge these ideas that you have, but we have a rather full schedule. We have many plans in the making. We want to spend time with our children. If, well, the worst comes to pass, we wish to have time with our children before. I'm sorry. I can't get involved like this. It's too much, and it's too much on the children. It wouldn't be fair to them. I have my husband has given you resources to utilize. I recommend you use them, but I can't condone a master thief being lured to the home of my children, and I certainly can't call on my entire social circle for such an endeavor just so that you can befriend a faction that you already have ties to. It's rather run around. You must understand, my children, they have only but a month left. This is You must hurry in your endeavor, and I, I feel you're running in circles, dears. I mean no offense, but I'm desperate for my children, and I'm sorry, I cannot help you in this way. We have done what we can, but until such a time as you've brought forth results, I can't see how I can create such a massive diversion on your behalf.
I would say that's understandable. I'm Lord Kendarik, Benry Kendarik. To your
Pleasure.
prior offer, uh, would you mind if I was to just take a look around the place, see if I do happen to see anything? Who knows? If you don't know that they've been here, perhaps they've been sneaking around the whole time.
Yes, but by all means, look around the house, take as long as you want today to explore the house and see if you can find any clues, but I cannot extend my aid more than we already have other than this.
No problem.
Dalrin
Uh,
stands up and goes, "I'll go with you."
yeah, and I'll look around. Looking mainly for like secret entrances,
Okay.
um, any
Maybe an
secret
investigation
like
check, yeah.
cubbies. Yeah,
In this
dirty,
situation, since
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that's excellent. So Benrig, you look around. Is anybody else looking around?
I'll look around as well.
Okay.
Say no way
I'll
too.
I'll I'll trail behind. I am I am less looking at, necessarily for clues than I am at the individuals, the servants and staff and those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Also, would having Mason's tool proficiency have any bonus?
Absolutely. So roll again with advantage. I was going to give you advantage anyway because your whole party's helping out. So you take the lead. The party
Uh,
helps.
oh, hell yeah, it helps. 24 now.
That's really excellent. You look precisely around the villa. Um, I'll give you some insight to the layout of the villa as you go. Um, let's see here. You make your way around the guest house. Um, you make your way around mud rooms and dining rooms, parlors, kitchens, sitting rooms, bedrooms, master bedrooms. Um, there is a coach house. Um, the gardens themselves, reading room, foyers, Victorio's office. You are shadowed to a degree by the staff as well. Like, you know, they're trusting you, but they're not trusting you all the way.
Yeah, yeah.
um, Dining rooms. You go through them all, pantries. You find, you find like lock boxes, and you find like places in their home where they surely secured their goods. Um, but as far as you go through and you look with intensity, you find no sign of the Black Viper. You find no sign of any sister or anything that would lead you to believe the Black Viper has been here or has any association with the Castellanters just by investigation. And you spend a couple hours here looking too. Like I would imagine, like you spend as long as you want, but
Mm,
but as the sun maybe like as the day grows, maybe not the sun's going down, but late afternoon, you're like, I can't fucking find anything. This is a big house. I've looked through every room, every corner, and you just
hmm.
find no sign of the Black Viper.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I would just communicate that to everyone. Um,
And same to your
I've
point, Viatelli, any servants you speak to, um, they have they didn't have any knowledge that uh, the Lady Castellanter even had a sister. It's kind of news to them, and nothing about their testimony seems to be strange. They have a couple of guards, um, chefs, and yeah, you talk to them all. Nothing seems to point you in that direction. But the point is that you are certain, though, Fenric. That's so. This is technically considered a success because you look around and you are 100% convinced there is no Black Viper here or has been here.
yeah. Um, yeah, I would just communicate that to everyone. I would thank Lady Castellanter for cooperating and letting us in her home. Um, Apologize for any inconvenience, and yeah, tell everyone I think uh, we should explore elsewhere.
That's quite all right. And please keep looking. We're relying on you. We'll be happy to help more if we hear results, of course.
Of course, thank you for your cooperation. We will put our utmost attention on it.
Excellent. Okay. You guys head out. You reboard the sky coach as the gate closes behind you. Where would you like to go?
Well, we need to update the church. Is it late enough to where we think that the bar would be getting crowded or the Drunken Dragon?
Yeah, you could go to both locations and they'd be pretty functional right now.
Now
Absolutely.
let's do the twofer. You guys go let the let the uh let the Silver Flame know what we found, and yeah, maybe that's sufficient to the task, or didn't find, and as the case may be. Uh and then we can go and see if we can't find this person that needs looking after and look to see if we can't get any leads on the Magister with the doppelgangers.
Yeah, perhaps the uh, uh, Templars of the Silver Flame maybe have more information or some other lead we could try and follow. But either way, I think checking in would be a good idea.
Okay. So you're gonna head to the Church of the Silver Flame. Just reminding myself where that is. Let's see here. Cathedral of the Cleansing Flame, Middle Central. So that would be uh, 2. So that would be 4 silver each to travel there by sky coach. You fly down, you make your way to the Central Temple Church of the Silver Flame in Middle Central. Did I ever make it? No, never did. It's fine. I'll work on it. But in the meantime, yeah, you make your way down to the Cathedral of Cleansing Flames. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral. That all of its statues and all of its stained glass window designs, all of its art seems to swirl around this massive burning silver fire that sits in a wide brazier in the center of the temple. And you may enter. There, you are going to find Templar Savra Albranta, who says, Templar Kandaric and Templar Dudrak, welcome back. Welcome back. How fares your search?
Uh, Hello, Templar. To be honest, we have done our best so far to search quite extensively, but at least the Castle Lantar residence, where we had suspected uh, there would be some trace of the Black Viper, was completely clean. Um, I say with confidence.
Most unfortunate. Were you able to speak with the Sharn Inquisitive?
I'll just look to the princess.
Yes, we did. We talked to the Sharn Inquisitive, and they said that a secret twin of Amalia Castle Lantern is the one that's running around in a mask. So we went to the Castle Lanterns to ask them about a secret twin, and they didn't know anything about it. So we're kind of back to square one. But that's what the Sharn Inquisitor said.
I see. Most unusual. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on these Castellanters then. But if you have investigated, you believe you've done so thoroughly and found no trace, we are willing to entrust in your investigative skills, and will consider this mission complete. Well done, and thank you very much. She will hand over 300 gold pieces to the party.
Oh, cool.
She says, excellent. Well, there's always more work to be done in bringing evil to an end, so you let me if you know if you need more work. We're happy to provide. And both of you, thank you. Your renown grows ever fuller.
Of course. Well, thank you for your gratuity. It's much appreciated. And as a note, Benrig will divide it straight 6 ways, 50 GP each, and he'll keep 2 bags, one for Talenta, one for Nero.
Nice.
So everybody gets 50 gold pieces, and I'll make a pouch in my actual inventory that I can tell them about when they're back.
Absolutely. She goes, very well. Is there anything else you require? Like I said, we can always provide more work. Dare I say that we could provide some religious comfort if you were to need it, but I know you have your own gods, Lord Pandara.
I appreciate that very much. I have found some new faith in the sovereign and some new understanding that I hadn't had previously, but I think I also am a stronger Templar than I was before, so I appreciate the offer.
Well, this
Uh,
is fair and this is good then.
yeah. I will reach out as soon as we are able to accept more work. I think our plate is quite full at the moment.
Completely understandable. Well, may the silver flame cleanse all evil before you, and may you do it for the good of all as well, as you have done. And thank you again.
Just bow.
Okay. So, as you exit the cathedral, you guys walk not too far. You get like maybe a block away from the cathedral, in which I need to roll. You guys do it. Somebody roll me a d6.
I got it. That's one, baby.
So that's a 1, baby. That's funny. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. As you step out, you are going to be confronted. You're making your way over to the Sky Coach when you see kind of sort of running out in kind of like let's see here. It's a bit of like a mad ambush. You hear like, take them now! You hear these like loud pitch, like sort of yelping sounds, and you're gonna see these like hyena like warrior people, these like warrior commandos come running out to attack you, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Oh moly! Like zoinks! Okay. Drop down some people. Benrig, Selena, Viatelli, Smokey, and Dark. There should be. Okay, let's do it. Respect. Yeah, they come charging out. There are sort of battle lines. It's not like a mad, wild attack. There is some, dare I say, military structure to how they run and how they prepare to attack. And that's gonna be. Okay, initiative. Who rolled a 20 plus? Okay. Who rolled a 15 plus?
18.
What'd you get, Darwin?
19.
I also got a 19. My dex is +2.
What's your dex, Darwin?
+0.
Darwin at the front. What'd you get, Selena?
6.
Aw, you're just playing with Smokey. You're a little too busy with Smokey. Okay, let's get to it. The Warriors kind of come out yipping madly. And are going to run in with blades and all. Let's see here. I think 2 are going to run in after some bow shots are made. I think they're just going to kind of make their way around to back here with dash actions and just kind of get a solid flank on the party while avoiding opportunity attacks. But these 2 guys back here are going to shoot bows. In fact, I'm going to say they're crossbows because they roll d10s. So big, heavy crossbows, they take shots. I guess they'll just aim for the front. Sure. Princess Selena Dewdrop, how does a 16 do against you?
Yes.
That's a miss. You have a shield out and it hits your shield. The next one is going to be a 21 against Tal'Dorei. I'll assume that hits.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a clarification, for the time of when I should declare Warding Flare, like, is it like if something hits, can I say disadvantage, or just as I find out something is targeting me?
As long as it's quick, because it says like when you're targeted by an attack, you roll or you declare it then to give disadvantage. But like in that instance, I just did damage and told you it was for you, so you can say it now, just as long as it's
Okay.
as quick as you can.
Yeah, if I could, yeah, I would do a reaction Warding Flare.
Sure. Okay, disadvantage. That definitely helps you as your only rolls an 11. It's this very keen crossbow shot, and the light just hits his eyes right and kind of shoots high in a way.
Nice, thank you.
Well done, Benrig. Which brings us to your turn.
All right. I will. As an action, could I get a flank on this person that is just snuck beside us at all?
This guy's got a tree to his back, but this guy you certainly can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll run into a flank and I'll go for an attack with my mace.
Oh, I think you're gonna struggle to get to a flank, I'll be honest, because you have 25 feet, right?
25 feet, yeah. So if I can, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. You're just in the. It's round 1. I'll let it slide. It's all good.
Okay, cool.
Get your flank with Smokey. Who just kind of like looks at you.
So, it's a 17 to hit.
17 certainly hits. Roll some damage.
That's a 6 damage.
6 damage. You slash him and he kind of growls.
And then I will conjure a spiritual weapon at the other group of people.
Hell yeah. Oops, that's an I. Excellent. Mace again, I assume?
Yes.
Alright, where would you like to place it?
Like right in the middle, kind of in front of that archer dude.
Got it. And by the way, I'm just using a different mini to represent him. That guy looks like the leader. He's got this like crazy flail. He's got decent armor. He looks the more militarily capable. He's got all these like war paints all over his body. He looks the more dignified of the bunch.
Yeah, Benrig will like drop the rusty mace off his back and then just like tong it with his shield through the air.
Fantastic. All right, make me an attack roll.
Cool. Ooh. I'm gonna burn inspiration.
Fair enough.
It's a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Yeah.
Um,
After the inspiration, 17.
17 definitely hits.
Cool. 12 damage on that.
Ooh, good job. All right, you do a little 12 damage. You bang him up. Hit him in the face with it. He still looks very sturdy, ready to keep going, but you did a good number. Good job.
That's all.
All right, that'll bring us to you, Darwin. What would you like to do?
As an action, like so he's behind me. I guess I'll sort of, if I try to back up, I'll probably like provoke opportunity, right?
If you leave his range, but you can like, if you want to go back here, you're going to still be in his range and be fine.
Yeah, I'd like to like kind of strafe so that I'm putting my back to both him and the ranged group.
You're back to him in the ranged group.
Oh, sorry. My front to them and my back away from them. So I guess he's still facing me.
Oh, you want to face everybody? That's what you mean. You want to like.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that kind of does that work for you? Like under the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
As an action, I will summon my protector turret. This one just kind of like seems to manifest and like is just sitting on my shoulder. But this one will, and then as the bonus action, activate it, and that should give like a pulse of temp HP to everyone within a certain range. Let me just look all this. 15 foot range, no, 10 feet of the turret. Everyone gets 1d8 plus 4.
Okay. Everyone within 20 feet, that should.
Oh, 10 feet of the turret, yes.
10 feet of the turret. That would cover only you, but you could put them over here. And you could get, let's see. You could get Viatelli in it. You and Viatelli?
Yes, I think. Let me just see if I can also move with the thing before.
Yeah. Well, it can be on the ground and it can move by itself, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that also consumes its action or not.
I think that's part of it. So if you wanted to get a better position for it, you could get Benrig, Viatelli, and Smokey, or Selena, Viatelli. We got some options. Hang on, let's play around with it a little bit. See if you can get as many people as possible.
I'll get the frontliners, including the squishy. Like, I think Benrig can handle himself, and I can like handle myself for a turn.
All right. Well, you can. Excellent. Well, you can drop it right here, and you can get everyone except for Benrig.
That's good for me. And then I'll do 1d8 plus 4. A 4 plus 4, 8.
All right. 8 temp points for everyone except for Ben. Well done. All right. Anything else? Main action?
Summoning the turret was the main action.
Oh, understand. Bonus action then.
That was the turret activating, so I'm good.
Man, you have to use your full action and your bonus action to make this thing work?
Just to bring it out when unless I initially have it out. Now it just costs a bonus action to use it, and my action is free. But for the turn I bring it out, it costs an action.
Understood. Okay, that will bring us to the Knoll Commander, who It is without explanation. Okay. He's gonna charge himself up to good old Selena. Just sort of spinning this flail over his head. He's gonna first like come at you and try and bite you with his sharp teeth. That's gonna be a 13, so no dice there. That's only a 10. And a 10. He tries to bite you, but it just keeps getting your shield. Selena, you're a tiny little fairy princess, so you just ball up behind your shield real small, and he's just banging away on your shield, but it's no dice. He just can't quite seem to harm you. Which brings us to your turn. What do you do?
Was it Viatelli's?
Sorry, Viatelli.
That's okay.
My apologies. Go for it.
Move. I would like to move up one diagonal, so I'm next to the princess.
Okay, like so.
Yep, that's
beautiful.
Perfect. And then I'm going to. What's 30 feet straight in front of me?
There is. Let's see here. Unfortunately, it's just this guy in front of Selena. If you're looking,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I need to know what's up there in front of me, 30 feet. What the space is. Fantastic. That's perfect. In that case, I'm going to vanish and reappear from where I am, 30 feet straight forward, kind of in front of the warhammer.
Okay.
Or mace, or whatever it is. The
For sure.
Awesome spiritual weapon.
Got it.
And we'll deal with the ramifications of that first, and then I'll finish my move. I've used 5. The ramifications of that is Viatelli is going to wink at the Knoll commander and say, "You beasts are all the same, sad and deplorable." At which point, when he teleports, that will be a will save DC 15 because he has been taunted.
Oh, he does roll a 17, it seems.
Okay, not taunted. I wasn't able to give him, and that's fine. But that's a Misty Step as the bonus action. So I wanted to move the full 30 forward.
Got it. So you'd be right there.
Yep, and I want to go 5 more feet.
All right, we're just ahead.
Yep. Then I'm going to, as an action, cast Darkness.
Oh, great. Incredible. And so you do. Those guys are blind as bats, but not you.
At which point I'm going to say, "You are all going to die here today."
Oh, fuck.
And then I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward. So I'm not in the same spot that I just issued the
fair declaration of murder.
And that's the end of my go.
Fair enough. The archer already went, or the commander, I should say. So it is Selena's turn. What do you do, Selena?
I'm going to use my action to attack.
Woohoo!
A 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Incredible. It's 10 bludgeoning plus a smite. Got 6 radiant, so 16 damage.
Excellent damage. Well done. You just bam! and just smack him in the face as there's a blast of light that comes off of your hammer. And it has like the faint smell of like myrtle petals
Nice.
and cut grass.
Beautiful. That'll be my turn.
All right, that's gonna bring us back to our fighter guys. Oh, but first,
Smoky.
Smokey's gonna take a turn. She's going to take the advantage. She's a very smart kitty. So she is going to attack over here. Hey, you know what? She's actually not that smart here in this world. So she wants to protect her mama, her best friend, her mistress, and is going to nimble escape, disengage, to run over to flank this one instead, and is going to make a rend attack at advantage. That is going to be a whopping 23 to hit, which is definitely going to hit for a whopping 8 damage. She just kind of goes up to the creature and just kind of like gives it a little headbutt. Doesn't even use her teeth or anything, just kind of like headbutts it really hard, to which confuses the gnoll, but he is hurt by that. Good job, you're kicking this gnoll's ass. He's supposed to be really good. All right, that brings us to the fighter turns. Okay, Darwin, we'll start with you. Make a rend attack. That's shit with an 8. Misses you. This one's going to turn around against you, Benrig. He's going to make an attack. Can't roll for shit today, as usual. Misses. Not even worth talking about. Get back! Meanwhile, in the darkness, I'm just going to split it down the middle. This one's like, oh, fuck, I don't want to die today. He's just going to go, and kind of just run directly away from that. Be free. See the battle going over here and says, yeah, maybe I'll fight over there instead today. And he's going to run over to fight Smokey. This one is just going to kind of, in a fit of terror, is going to run forward and just kind of wildly swing. I'm going to give him disadvantage on the attack roll. Obviously. Does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
No, it just wildly swinging. You're just kind of keeping your head out of the way of this sort of mad swinging. Which will bring us to Benrig's turn. Benrig Kondorik, you're up to bat.
Yes. I will, as a bonus action, move my spiritual weapon 20 feet. Who can I get to with that?
You get to plenty of people. The one in the darkness is going to be very hard to hit. Like you can get this guy, you can get this guy, and that's it.
Okay, I'll get the one beside Smokey.
All right,
Don't
that
have to
guy
go
it
for
is.
advantage, but yeah.
Oh, the guy who attacked Smokey hits.
That will be a 25 to hit on the spiritual weapon.
Understood. Also, Smokey takes 8 damage. Sorry, how much was that, Benrick?
25 to hit on the gnoll. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Damage. Oh, not so good. 6 damage on that.
6 damage.
And then I will just do a Toll the Dead on the gnoll directly in front of me. Try and like scare him back.
Fantastic. He rolls an 18 on a saving throw.
No worries. Yeah. Then doesn't take any damage. All good. I will try and back up towards Darwin.
Okay. Like so, or do you want to go more?
Yeah, that's good. Just more towards the group.
God, you're kind of like doing this around the lamppost. Come get me. Fantastic. All right, Darwin, you've got some problems of your own. What do you do?
Sorry, I just put something in my mouth. I guess I'm going to also try to I see Benrig kind of like backing up towards me. I cotton on and want to like I start making my way towards him, with my back towards him. So where he
Okay,
go?
you want to
Or
do something like that?
mhm.
Okay.
um, I will. I guess I'll just cast Firebolt at the one in front of me.
Okay, we'll be at disadvantage because he's in melee range.
Yeah. Can I cast this? I'm just trying to figure out how to cast this. Yeah. 22 and 14, so 14.
14 does not hit, I'm sorry to say. Their armor is a
Okay.
little too strong.
And then, as my bonus action, my turret will flare and hit myself and Benrig, I think. Oh, 10 tiles. Is Benrig in there?
Uh, and so is Selena.
Oh, nice.
So if you already have 10 points, keep what you've got unless what Darwin rolls is more.
Another 8. Yeah, 4 plus 4.
Another 8. So you should be refreshed to 8, you
Yeah,
you two. All right, well done, Darwin. If there's nothing else.
I'm it.
All right, Viatelli, god of death and darkness, what would you like to do?
Uh, I'm happy where the darkness is overlap for the moment. Um, Bonus action, I will apparate my sword. Action is we will attempt a little vengeful blade action.
Go for it.
We'll see if we can't hit. And we're gonna fish. And the fish was not successful. So 23.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely hits.
Pretty median damage, 7 points. Um, however,
However,
Vengeful Blade. If this particular guy makes an attack or casts a spell before the end of my next turn, uh, necromantic energy is going to make his day unpleasant.
understood. I'll put a little ring around him to remember that with, because he doesn't know that's probably going to happen, probably.
And then I actually am going to move, and I'm going to move kind of around behind where he's facing.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You just want to be on the opposite side?
Yep.
Cool.
Keep him
As a note,
keep him spinning.
yeah, fair enough. As a note, when a creature is blinded, they cannot make opportunity attacks. So, just as a reminder. Okay, beautiful. The Null Commander, who is supposed to be really good at his job, is going to try and actually be really good at his job. I think he's going to take a slide to the left. And I think he's going to attack Smokey. Because he's got a flank on Smokey. Sorry, Smokey. Breaks my heart.
Dude, you should not hit the lady's cat.
Don't
She's going to hurt you.
worry, first attack was a miss. Second attack is a hit with a 19. Don't worry,
Oh, the
I got a
incoming
death wish, don't
smite
worry.
is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it sure is. And the last attack is a 12. So only one of those 3 attacks hits Smokey. I can't fucking roll today, even with advantage. But one of them is going to hit. So Smokey is going to go kind of whiny. And is going to take 6 points of piercing damage from the flail. Uh-oh. Selena, You hit your cat.
Yeah, that's not very cool. So I'm gonna flank his flank.
Can't believe you've done this.
And I'm gonna cast Divine Favor.
Okay. Get a little
And
extra juice.
yeah, and attack. At advantage.
Attack!
Oh, whoops. Well, good thing it's at advantage because I rolled a nat one. 17.
17 will hit. Roll some damage.
Sweet.
Oh,
And
big
we're
damage.
gonna smite on this too.
Of course. Got it.
So 2d8.
D8, D4. Oof, wow. 3d8 plus a d4 plus modifier. Good god.
Plus 13, so 28. 31 damage.
Jesus. Yeah, you're right, Viatelli.
Don't
You're
hurt
right.
my kitty.
You just boom across the back of his head. He's still standing, but he is like impressively still standing. But he is like super fucked up. He's not walking out of this battle alive one way or another. He's just like got a kicked in head. He's probably got a concussion. He's hurting bad. And if that is all for the wonderful Selena, Smokey is going to attack at advantage. She's a warrior cat. She rolls a natural 19, which means that she crits because she has improved criticals. And she's gonna do 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 6 is 14 slashing damage. As she kind of like pounces on top of the knoll and starts doing like biscuits in his chest. And he's going, ah! And then finally dies under the weight of Smokey's biscuits. And then Smokey is going to. I don't think she's so hurt that she needs a. Well, Smokey's a little bit of a priss, so she's going to take a second wind because she doesn't like to be hurt, and she kind of licks her fur. But despite licking her fur, she won't get any mats out. And that will be 7 healing, so she's back to full health. And she'll turn to face her last adversary and go, "Meow," like she wants something, but there's no way to know what she actually wants. Okay, that's gonna bring us to the Knoll Warrior, who's gonna look very, very freaked out that their lieutenant is dead. Okay. I think this one can see the full scene more than anybody, and I think he's gonna disengage. And I think he's gonna run away. Whining, screaming as he goes. This one's going to just turn around and kind of wildly swing at the murderer in the black at you, Viatelli. Disadvantage. Pretty good for disadvantage. That's going to be 18 to hit.
18 will hit,
But
on doing that, 7 points.
ow. You're mean. But you're also going to take a whopping 4 damage, and he kind of yelps in pain as this happens.
I would like to laugh.
All right, you laugh Batman Beyond style a little bit, and the creature's like he's like screeching and swinging his blade wildly in fear. Benrig, this one's for you, mon ami. On a nat 1, he like hits the lamppost and gets his blade stuck in it for a minute, but manages to get it out. Darwin, that's going to be a 18 to hit you, sir.
Yes, 18 AC, so I think it hits.
All right, that is going to be 6 points of slashing damage. Alrighty, that's our warriors bringing us back around to Benric.
Is my mace able to close with anyone outside of the darkness? If not, it'll go to backup via tele.
It sure can. It can go for Darwin's.
Awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah, I will go for an attack. 18 hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, nice damage. 13 damage.
That is very good damage.
Force damage, if that matters.
13. All right, well done. I believe he's looking bloodied.
All right, and then the main guy is down, right?
Oh yeah, main guy's down. Selena and Smokey took care of him.
Okay. I'll just do action holy word on the one right in front of me.
Holy word, cool. What's that?
Just a cantrip. 1d8 radiant damage if it hits.
Okay.
Um,
Is this a melee attack?
60 feet. You mutter a word under divine. No, it doesn't say.
Okay, if it's 60 feet, it's a ranged attack, which means you're going to need to roll at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Okay. First one was an 18, second one was a 20.
Yeah, that's gonna do. That's gonna do a good job.
5 radiant damage on the guy in front of me.
Very nice. You say this divine word, and it rattles your enemy. It's the power of the sovereign host. Hurts him. Hurts him good.
All right, and I'll back up like out of his range, like 15 feet if I could.
Sure, like somewhere over here.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna take an opportunity attack against you.
No worries.
That's gonna be, it's gonna be 17 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. Good thing you got that shield. All right, Darwin, you're up to bat. What do you do?
All right. I know he's still in my melee range. I want to cast Mind Sliver, but it's intelligence save, not like a. Is there still like a spell roll for those kinds of things? That I would get.
Nope. I would roll the intelligence save, and I did not roll very good. That's going to be, or actually, I rolled pretty good, but it won't matter. 15 to hit, or does a 15 save?
It saves.
Oh, okay. 15 saves. Okay, bonus action.
And then I'll just have the cannon flare, 10th HP, mainly for myself to refresh my pool.
Yeah, it's only going to get you. All right, fantastic. If that is all, Viatelli, you're up to bat, my friend.
Okay. Bonus action. I don't want to be standing next to this guy. I want to be standing next to the guy who's already playing Happy Runaway. So I'm going to Misty Step from here to there.
Okay. You can just walk over if you want. Nobody can hurt you.
Oh, no. See, when I Misty Step, I can give myself 10 hit points back.
Fair enough.
And it means I'll just keep the 4 that I have because I rolled a 1.
Fair enough.
And we're going to try to hit this guy with a little blooming blade action.
Nice.
But sadly, an 11 is not going to hit. I'm willing to bet.
No, 11 doesn't hit.
I have advantage because
you sure did.
I can see and he can't.
Yep.
And how about a crit?
Yeah, that'll do. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's the much better option.
I'd say so.
Okay, so dice was 2. And 10 is 12. and 5 is 17, and 1 for Booming Blade. So 18 points total.
Damn, that's a lot of points. 18. Man, he is hurt. Like with a capital H, he is looking pretty bad. A strong breeze might push him over at this point. Well done.
And I'm happy where I'm at. I still have both of those guys in darkness. Uh, so I'm just gonna say, I told you you were going to die here today.
No! He's just screeching, screeching in fear. Magnificent. If there's nothing else, that'll bring us to the wonderful Selena Dewdrop. What would you like to do?
What bad guys are around?
You're like, who next? And within a 5 foot flight will get you to Darwin's bad guy. So there's that guy. There's the one over here who was attacking Benrig. You could brave the darkness if you want.
Can I flank with Darwin?
Sure can.
Excellent. I would like to do that, please.
All right, go for it with advantage.
Incredible. Peacebringer swings for an 18.
That'll hit.
Nice. 9 plus another smite. Oh no, I don't have a smite left. Fuck. Just a normal 9 damage plus a d4. So 12 total damage. And then I'll bonus action. Fuck, what's it called? Harness Divine Power.
Okay. He is very hurt. This guy's barely alive. He's barely standing. Well done. Smokey, who's apparently on cleanup duty, is going to run over and he's going to try and headbutt him. That's how Smokey likes to fight. Hawked. Oh man. 8, 16, 17 is going to hit for 9 points of damage. She headbutts this gnoll so hard that his back snaps and he falls over dead. And Smokey just kind of... okay, that's going to bring us to this guy, who's realizes, just as sight alone, he is alone and sees that his commander, his lieutenant's dead, his buddy's dead, and the only other sign of living gnolls is the sound of, like, terrified screeching from within a black void. And this gnoll is going to take the dash action to start going to church. He is he's gonna take up some religion because he's done with this fight. Which brings us to you, Benrig. What do you want to do?
Are any of us looking hurt? Selena got hit a little bit, or anyone? No. I will cast command on him.
All right, what do you say?
Halt. I'll say stop. We have questions for you.
He rolls a natural 20. I'm sorry to say.
No worries.
I'm rolling weirdly tonight.
All good. Bonus action. I got nothing. That's it.
All right. Maybe as you call him to halt, the sovereign host knows that this gnoll has truly been scared into the arms of religion and is happy to let it go in this moment.
Cool. No worries.
Okay. If that is all, Benrig, that'll bring us to Darwin. Darwin, the only bad guys left are the one on the stairs running up to the church, or the one screaming in the darkness. What would you like to do?
I kind of like glance up at Darwin glances up at the one fleeing and knows he can't catch that, and glances at the darkness, and sounds like Viatelli has his covered. So I just start to like investigate the body in front of me. I'm
Fair
like
enough. Which body? The commander's one or the warrior?
the one in front of me. Yes.
Okay. If you look through his body, you're gonna find that he has a scimitar. He has, let me see here. He has studded leather armor, a shield, and a heavy crossbow. And let's see. 10 copper, 5 silver, 3 gold.
Um, I kind of just like strip the body and like put everything into the pile, including like the little like change. And
Sure. Yeah, we'll say you start doing this. The action would probably be like going through his pockets, but yeah, you begin to do that, no problem. Viatelli, what do you want to do?
Uh, well, I hit this guy, and he's in poor shape. So when he goes to run, he'll have a bad day. Um, I think we're gonna go over to his friend, and we'll just walk because why wouldn't I?
Terrifying.
And we're gonna give him some booming blade action, or we're gonna try to.
Love it.
And we might as well fish. Yeah, AC 24.
Yeah, that'll get him.
And that will be 8 points.
7, 8 points?
7 plus 1, 8.
Oh, got
8
it.
points.
Got it. Understood. Understood. 8 points. He's looking very hurt. He does not have much left in him. Well done. And if that is all,
Yep, that's it.
Oh, did I have these guys take a turn, or did I miss them in the?
I think you missed them, to be perfectly
Okay.
honest with you.
Okay. Okay. At the time you were over here, so I'd say this guy. I'll roll to see if he swings like a crazy fucking person or not. No, he'd go for a run, and there'd be a little poof inside of the circle. So go ahead and roll your booming blade damage.
And it'll be 4 points.
4 points takes him out. He would have been toasted by that. And I'd say this one, without anything else to do, would have ran up to you, and taken a disadvantage attack against you, which wouldn't have hit as he rolls natural twos. And that's that. So that brings us to Selena's turn. Selena, you hear like screeching and howling and booms and slashes. It sounds like a nightmare inside of that globe of darkness. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at the one running up the stairs and move towards him 30 feet.
Okay, you do. He looks over his shoulder and sees like a fairy princess coming at him with a big hammer, and he's like, and he screams all the more. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to say, don't run, you coward, and cast Compelled Duel.
Ooh, good one. And he rolls a 2. That's
Oh, incredible.
he stops and like with terror in his eyes is like, ah, like he doesn't really want to be doing this, but he gets ready to fight.
Great. So that was my bonus action movement. With my action, I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Out of curiosity, where have you been keeping these javelins?
I don't know. They're like telescopic.
Or maybe they're like just straight up toothpicks or pencils or something.
Right.
All right, go for it. And he
Oh,
goes, "Is oh, go ahead.
it's a 12.
A 12." It bangs off of his shield. He's like, "Was that the cardboard tube you find at the end of the wrapping paper that you just threw at me?"
Don't worry about it.
All right, incredible. This guy has been compelled to fight you, and he's just gonna like throw himself off the stairs at you in like a frenzy. Um, what is the specifics of compelled duel?
So they just can't. They they can't move beyond 30 feet from me. And they have disadvantage on attacking creatures other than me.
Oh, okay. So then he's gonna run to the top of the stairs, and he's gonna take out his crossbow and he's gonna shoot at you.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be 9. The most pathetic display of archery up here on the stairs. Misses entirely. Okay. Meanwhile, back here, disadvantage attacks. Here we go. Woohoo. Oh, you dodge a natural 20, but he gets a lucky shot on you for 22 to hit. That is going to be 4 points of damage, Viatelli. All right. Messere Benrig, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Toll the Dead on this guy. Range of 60 feet. Yeah, up the stairs.
Yeah, that'll just get to him. Okay, wisdom save. That's a natural 20. I'm sorry, Benrig, man. It's fucking every time with you.
No, it's all good. Bonus action did. Sorry. Any of our allies within 60 feet take damage? I don't really think
Has
so.
anybody taken damage?
Just checking.
Or have you guys just dominated these fucking gnolls?
I think any damage was absorbed by like the temp HP buffer.
Yeah.
Sick.
God bless
Cool.
the temp HP buffer.
Perfect.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, bonus action. I'll just move my spiritual weapon toward 20 feet towards Viatelli to help him out.
Okay, gets
need
right
be.
there.
Yeah. That's all.
All right, Viatelli, we'll make it happen, man.
Okay. We're just gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Why not? 19?
19 hits. Roll some damage.
6 and 5 is 11, and 1 is 12.
Oh, he is very dead. You just cut him to ribbons. He is no more, my friend.
And I'll just release darkness.
All right. The darkness finally ceases, as do the screams, and all that is left is one body that's been exploded a little bit by some thunder, another one that's been slashed up like a samurai took his way with it, and Viatelli standing slightly coated in blood over top of the both of them. I imagine exactly in this gesture, like, whatever. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna saunter back to the rest of the crew.
Like you're not just the scariest person in Sharn. Noel's dead. Selena, what would you like to clean up?
Yeah, 30 feet forward.
All right, you get right up to him.
Oh, perfect. And I would like to non-lethally hit him with my,
Oh,
yeah, with Peacebreaker.
mm, Peacebreaker. 18
18.
hits. Oh yeah, you got him.
That's 8 bludgeoning and 2, so 10 total.
Okay. He is pretty hurt, but he's still alive.
Mhm.
All
No, that's
right. Well done. He is still compelled by the sounds of things. He's going to attack you. Um, misses on a 9 because I can't fucking roll today. Benrig.
Uh, I'll keep chasing him. I'll keep trying to just Kong on my shield.
All right, go for it. That's going to be a 10 on the wisdom save.
Nice. It's a wisdom save of 15, DC of 15.
Yeah, you get him.
D
Hey, at least we have the answer. We know for whom the bell tolls. It's that dude.
That guy.
Oh, Selena, I'm about to fuck up your non-lethal though. 11 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to absolutely kill this guy?
Oh, I'm just gonna Captain America the shield and like Kong the shield and just like brain him with it.
You put you Kong the shield and like put it up in the air, Captain America style. And the bell just sort of goes off. And it's not that anything happens to him; it is simply that his time has come, and he just falls over.
Nice.
And with
Apologies,
that,
princess.
yeah,
It was personal with that one.
It's all good. He deserved it.
Yeah, and then reconvene with everyone. Um,
You, Darwin, are amazing. I don't know what that thing is, but it is cool.
I call it Darwin secret stuff.
I am a big fan of Darwin's secret stuff.
Thank you. Always looking to improve it.
can I look through this boss knoll?
this boss Noel, you certainly can. You're gonna find a couple of things. You're gonna find that he has studded leather armor. He has a really cool flail. He has 5 gold, 4 silver, 2 copper. And the last thing he has, I need you to roll a d6 for Benrick.
Okay. Two. It's a 2.
Two, understood,
Sorry.
understood.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry, you're good. You find a sealed letter.
Do I recognize the seal?
It's not sealed with any sort of stamp of any kind. It is
Oh,
just
not like
simple.
a. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's ink sealed, or excuse me, wax sealed. It just hasn't been pressed with any kind of signet. It's just been
Oh,
sealed.
okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I'll pocket the flail and the letter and if I assume we're leaving the scene soon.
Oh, you can if you want. I'm going to summon the watch.
Okay, no problem. In that case, I'll just open the letter right now.
Okay. Very good, very good. Just gonna check something real quick, make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Uh, uh, nope, not that one. Okay. You open it up. Inside, it's a simple missive addressed to one Fenris Stormcastle of Quill Alley. It's thanking him for his service. It is wrote in silver ink on black paper and signed SK. It also has a velvet pouch containing 100 gold pieces. I will post all of that in the chat.
Cool.
I assume that the City Watch has probably got whistles that they blow for drawing attention, summon help, yada yada.
They probably just shout, but yeah.
I'll use minor illusion to do the audio part. I can make it as loud as a scream, and it can go on for a minute. So,
but you can be sure that the watch comes running. You might even see. I think it would make sense. Templar Savra, Belbranta, and maybe a couple of acolytes will come forward to be like, "What the hell?" But certainly the City Watch, you can bet on that. Come running in. They go, all right. What is this then? What's going on here?
several members, I'm assuming, of probably the death criminal element, saw fit to waylay 4 supplicants on their way out of the temple, and we were forced to defend ourselves.
Well, I'm sure I don't know what the word supplicant means, but fair enough. Damn no scum. Bloody hell. You show off the badge, and they're all, they're all fine with it, and yeah, they'll be like, all right, we'll be getting these bodies right out of here right now soon. Well done. Quarantine off the area. And the more and more soldiers will begin to show up as they begin to start a quarantine. So, call animal control. There's a wild cat on the loose, a giant panther.
No. This is my friend Smokey.
You really don't want to interfere with the cat.
If you say so, Mr. King Citadel, sir. If that's your pet, very well. I won't stand in your way. All right, let's focus on our own duties, men. Quarantine off the area. No gold stand reporters. And they will begin to quarantine off the area, wait for an investigator to show up, and yada 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 yada. With that, you've saved yourselves and the day. I'll tell you what. The Templar Belbranta will come forward a little shocked, and she'll be like, "By the Silver Flame, are you all right? What a brazen attack!"
Yes, it was very sudden, but it did seem in some part planned.
This is an affront to all that is holy. Such evil just would attack brazenly on the street. Sharn needs the Templars more than ever now, it seems. Well, I'm glad that you're all right. Glad that you're all right. Very well. Well, I guess we'll go clean the blood off the steps. Have a good day. And she'll just kind of, all right, come on, get your mops. And the acolytes will be like, oh, I want to be a full cleric. Why won't God give me powers? And with that, yeah, you guys can move along your way if that's your wish.
Yeah, I don't need to stay beyond, letting them know and giving them on cleanup detail.
Fair enough. And so you do. You take off. We could go. This could be a good time for it. Why don't we go to our break? We're kind of approaching break time anyway, so we'll be back in like 15-ish minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool, guys. What would you like to do? Welcome back, everybody. All right, go. Have fun. Do it. Do the thing. We're walking away.
Uh, I would tell everyone about the contents of the letter.
Cool.
Those
I guess.
names ring any bells to anybody?
I imagine this, and Darwin kicks the leader's body, might be Fenris.
Could be. That's likely a thing as anything else. Does anybody know where Quill Alley is? Doesn't ring a bell to me.
Anyone can make a history check. You don't know.
24.
Oh shit, Darwin. God damn.
Natural 20 for 25.
Possible. You might know. Um, I'm realizing, Darwin, you wouldn't know this, but Benrig, you have like this flash of a memory for when you visited the Lantar estate, when you visited Kalen's kind of house. You recall that the alley just off of his house is called Quill Alley.
Okay, yeah, I would share that. This location is close to Kalen Yerlentar's house. Estate, sorry.
There is no way this dude lives in that neighborhood. They wouldn't have him. Dogs with fleas. So perhaps that's a point of future interest. And the paper looks kind of fancy. But maybe Kalen knows who this might be, maybe. Might be worth asking a couple of questions at least.
Yeah,
But
that works for me. At least that way we're not fully going in blind. We
yeah,
could go into Quill Alley,
huh.
but we won't necessarily know what to expect.
Well, and we can take that up tomorrow. Is anybody still up for getting an eyeball on the guy at the nightclub?
Sure.
Okay. You guys want to head to the nightclub?
Yeah, might as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's keep you going. You guys were at Middle Central, so so 4 silver each will get you to Upper Dura, where the Drunken Dragon can be found. Okay. This was Central, except put you in for okay, Drunken Dragon, here we come. Dude. Hell yeah. I have to access the most important part of this place, which is the sweet, sweet music. Many important tracks. You guys come to, I think this is your first time here, Darwin. You've heard of one of the more popular nightclubs in Sharn is the Drunken Dragon, and here you find yourself, ready to indulge in some nightlife. You guys wait in line for a little bit, but eventually you're allowed access. And sure enough, yeah. I'll start the track over. There we go. There we go. But sure enough, you get inside to find one of your old haunts. There you're gonna find, oh, where is he? You're gonna see someone waving to you who you'd recognize as Tails. Tails the storyteller. And you're gonna say, "Oh, hello, welcome. Come sit with me, friends. Come sit with me. Good to see you."
Happy to.
He says, "I'm for my friends." No, okay. She'll get to us. Much love to you. But anyway, what brings you, friends? What brings you?
Couple of things. You wouldn't happen to know Melun War Dragon? Apparently he's a frequent flyer here.
Let me think. Melun. Oh God. War Dragon. He thinks. He goes, oh yes, Balloon. Yes, he frequents this establishment often, but I must say he's been behaving rather strangely lately, if I do say so. Ever since he got that axe, really.
Axe, you say? Do tell.
Oh, I surely don't know much of it. Popular around these parts and all. But yes, Melun was out doing some work for, sort of, as the way I hear it, of course. He was out doing some work for the Red Cloak Battalion. And during his escapades, he earned himself a magical axe of some sort. But he was showing it off, and ever since he's been acting a little strangely. He gets really touchy when people get near his axe. He was sort of showing it off, and then when someone asked to hold it, he got uncharacteristically a little offended. Frankly, so he's been acting a little strange.
Little possessive, maybe.
Oh yes, that was exactly how I put it.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Oh, maybe he's around here tonight. Oh, yes, there he is, over there. And he is going to point to the bar where you're going to see this this gentleman. I'll post you a picture. Yep, plated up. Blonde, kind of scruffy looking, looked like he's seen some action in his time. And yeah, he's sitting there with this this rather mighty looking weapon of his. Very exceptionally potent weapon. Solid steel handle, star sapphires set into the pommel. The head of the axe seems to be silvers and steels and other types of metals, and seems to shimmer blue. It is a magnificent weapon, the likes of which you haven't dreamed of could possibly exist. And he kind of sits at the bar, a little alone, and drinks. He says, "Feel free to go ask him yourself. He's usually a really kind fellow, actually." a great warrior, a holy man at that. But yes, a little touchy these days.
Hey, as someone who circulates amongst the folks in Sharn, you wouldn't happen to know a member of the esoteric order by the name of Matra Mereg, would you?
I know everybody. Let's see if I know this one. Matra. How do you spell it?
Well,
Oh, got it.
how I spelled it and how it's spelled are entirely two different things.
All right. Let me ask
Uh,
better. Where did you get the mission from?
that came from the from Blastwind. He was the one with the
Ah,
doppelgangers.
yeah. It says,
And it could be that I heard it wrong and my notes are completely askew.
He goes, not from Merig. Uh, yeah, help me out here. Who is the fellow? Does he have any associations of any kind? Just,
He's with the esoteric order.
oh, you don't see many of those folks around here. There's one gentleman. He hangs out with Bonnie over there. And he will point to a gentleman wearing clothes not terribly dissimilar to Mr. Blastwinds. And he seems to be sitting with this shady but attractive looking human woman.
So, uh, we'll look at my companions, divide and conquer. Who wants who wants which? Do you guys want to talk to the red coat guy, and I will talk to the member from the esoteric order?
I'd like to join you on that one, Viatelli.
That's perfectly fine.
Us red hands can talk to our brother.
I gotta refresh my memory on my notes real quick.
Okay, so we got Team War Dragon and Team Doppelganger. So it sounds like Viatelli, you want to go to Team Doppelganger with Mr. Kundarik, Lord
Yep.
Kundarik, that is. Cool. Does then Selena and Darwin want to take on the Red Cloak Battalion mission?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. We'll start with Team Red Cloak Battalion. And Mr. Darwin. Okay, you two approach War Dragon here. Let's see here.
The guy you just described or someone else? Sorry, I missed that.
What was that?
Was War Dragon the guy you just described or someone else?
Melian War Dragon is the guy I just described, the guy with the picture in the Zoom chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the guy with the axe.
Oh, I guess we just need to observe him for a week. I even need to talk to him.
Yeah. Should we just watch him for a little while first?
Yeah, we'll watch how he acts around like people. Maybe someone will ask about his ex, and we can see for ourselves how he reacts.
Sounds like a first item to me. Wait, what I know about is that meta? Sorry. Oops, I got ahead of myself.
What?
What do I know about cursed items?
Make me an Arcana check.
Boy. 3.
What's a cursed item?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
What even is a curse, really?
Well, I mean, honestly, I can empathize with the guy because I have quite a fond feelings for my weapon, Peacebringer. So I don't know. Maybe we just hang back and watch him for a little while and see how it goes. I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Um, well, I'd take an empty mug since it'll probably look stranger for me not to drink, and try to find seating that gives me a good view of him.
Join Darwin. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys kind of pop a squat, and we'll keep an eye on him. Um, Sweet. How long do you guys want to watch for?
Well, it says to watch him for a week, so a week, I guess.
Yeah, we can stay until, well, I guess have our has Viatelli and Benriga left the nightclub or left our like site.
They haven't left your site. They're just like over in the main hall over here. You guys kind of grab a seat uh, and you begin to observe War Dragon. As you're sitting here, he seems to be fairly affable. He hangs out, bonds with varying adventuring type. Seems to make gestures that seem to make it look like he's ready to offer a helping hand. He seems like a very friendly, very nice guy, who is the spirit of a warrior and adventurer, and that's kind of what you get just from observing him uh, for now, this evening, as you guys sit there and watch for a little bit. I'll say that that goes on until he does depart. He does depart rather early. He will depart the nightclub after maybe an hour of you guys watching him.
So, can I try something?
What do you want to try?
I don't know if it's too late. You just said he left, and I didn't speak up in time though. So,
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
um, is there like a I don't know, like a street urchin looking person nearby? Like,
In the roll a perception check.
23. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you are surprised to spot Jenks and Squidly here in the Drunken Dragon.
Oh, oh, not them though. Okay, well that's good to know. Never mind.
See the two kids running around doing
Yeah,
something.
okay, cool. Yeah, never mind.
Those are the only people you see in the nightclub, and they seem to be trying to like keep a low profile so they don't get kicked out. But eventually, War Dragon does seem to like get up to leave. Do you guys would you guys follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'll join.
All right, you two will follow him. We'll get back to you with that in a little while. Um, which was going to bring us to the Italian and Benrig, who are going to track down um, Bonnie and Matram. Okay, you guys walk over. Matrim is having a conversation with the woman and looks over and says, "Hello, who Martru?"
Good evening. I'm Viatelli Yarlin of the Platinum Watch. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And
Pleasure.
to you also.
Well, my name is Magister Matram Merrig of the Esoteric Order of Orun. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lord Fjallan. And who might this fellow be? As he looks over at the dwarf.
Hello. I'm Lord Benderkendark, of also actually a new inductee into the Esoteric Order.
Oh, an honor to make your acquaintance. Always willing to meet with the fellow member of the order. How interesting to see a Fjarlan and a Kendarak spending time together. Couldn't think to find two houses more different, but all the better to have such a variety of people coming together. Please sit, fellow Magister, sit. Allow me to introduce my companion. This here is Bonnie. That is her name. Bonnie sort of says, "Pleasure to meet you, lords of the Dragonmarked houses, and this platinum watch, was it?"
Indeed. And the pleasure is entirely ours. I'm could not be happier.
And Magister Merrig will say, "So, just in for a drink tonight?"
We're doing a couple of things, but in for a drink is one of them. We had a rather frightful encounter with a group from the Dask criminal organization this evening, and it has rattled our nerves.
Oh, how frightful! Yes, drink. Another drink over here. And he'll have a drink brought over for you. What an adventure it sounds like you've had.
It was full of excitement and daring do, I am afraid to say.
See. Well, most fascinating indeed. I'm glad to see that you made it out all right. Ask why what the gang wars have brought in this city. My colleague Barnabas Blastwin, I'm told, is on the case and doing everything he can as far as the Boromar clan situation goes. Good to hear that the City Watch is cracking down on the ruffians.
There was a piece of personal business that I wanted to discuss with you on behalf of the Platinum Watch. Is it okay to talk about investigative specifics in front of your companion?
She will say, "Oh, allow me to get out of your way, gentlemen. I'm technically supposed to be working tonight. Um, I'm sure we will speak again soon, Matrim." She'll give him a kiss on the cheek kind of thing, but he's like far too old. You get the sense it's probably like a friendly thing more than anything, and she'll um, wander off to go tend to the people around. And Matrim says, "Well, there you have it. Business to business then. Yes, of course, business for the order is paramount. Please tell me what brings you here."
Well, it's come to our attention that you may have made some recent associates who were adept changelings. One
Oh,
one might say, and we
yes.
were we were interested if they're open for recruitment.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up. Yes. This needs doing, and I think it's a good idea. I was told they'd be sending someone with some sharp but not too in the way eyes. If you wish, uh, I can speak to my contact. Well, I'll tell you right now. The maid that I was with, Bonnie, she's actually the one I've been working with. You see, she has associations with some others in the city. Uh, Tell you what, give me a few days to round them up. Say 2 days, and in 2 days we'll have ourselves a little private interview with Bonnie and her friends. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic. Uh, we can be reached at the new location at Terminus Station?
Very well. Would you prefer to have the interview there? I can make
Oh,
sure we have a private room here, but I'm more than
well,
happy to.
I'm wherever your companions are comfortable.
Very well. Perhaps then, why don't you return in 2 days here, as they are familiar with the location, we all are, and I will make sure we have a private room set up, and you may conduct an interview.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time and for the drink. I hope that you
Oh,
have an exciting and pleasant evening.
oh, well, thank you so much, sir, and I hope the same for you. Same for you. Here's to the sovereign host, and hold on, and he will have a drink to the
To
sovereign
the
host.
host.
To the host. I like that. To the host. And he will have a little drink. Fantastic. So, meanwhile, out on the streets of Upper Central, Selena and Darwin, why don't you roll me a little stealth check if you want to follow War Dragon carefully?
Jen.
10. Darwin?
Sorry, I was on mute. 4.
Clang, 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 clang. Hey, have you heard about it? Have you heard about it? Have you heard? Yeah, okay. Uh, just for funny's sake, I'm going to say, like, you guys are inconspicuous by the measure of how, like, you guys are being so conspicuous that nobody could possibly think you're trying to be inconspicuous. So to that end, you guys kind of walk down the street and can't help but chit chat and make lots of noise. And War Dragon kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit and sees you too, kind of like gives you a polite wave and just keeps walking down the street. Just thinks you're two people out doing something. But you do follow him to his home, and he will. Yeah, you see him kind of. It's nothing impressive. Maybe for Upper Central, it's like a townhouse basically. It seems to go up to the second floor. You have a pretty clear view through the window, which he doesn't close, of him kind of like taking off his armor in this sort of small bedroom to go to bed. Do you guys want to stake it out, or do you want to leave, or what's the plan?
Hmm. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't really like sitting around for long. But I suppose I will if you want to.
I can sit around and watch him. It's no problem for me.
Hmm. Okay, I will sit and stay, and I will make good company.
And do you like your new hammer?
I love my new hammer. I think it's really cool. I'm going to store all sorts of things in here when the rock is gone. It's my new compartment, hidey hole compartment. I love it.
Uh, there's a little surprise when you want to open it. I would not do it now, obviously.
A surprise! I love surprises. Okay, I can't wait. I'll open it as soon as we get home. That's so cool. Oh man, I want to go home right now so I can open my surprise. But I will stay with the stakeout. That's smoky. Hi, Pookie.
Pokey meows very loudly.
I'll sit as long as I can without getting exhaustion.
Uh, you know the beginning of Cars where like Lightning McQueen's like, we got to get there fast. Like, let's just drive through the night. I'll stay up with you all night, and then it immediately cuts to oversleep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happens here. Selena's like, I will stay here and make good company, and then it just cuts to like 10 minutes later, where Selena's all like curled up in Smokey's fur, and Smokey's asleep, and Selena's like asleep, and her hammer is just like there in front of her, and she's just having wonderful little dreams. And it's just you, Darwin, just standing in the street next to the sleeping princess and her cat.
Oh, I love it. That's great.
All right. And that's that. I'm gonna roll a little dicey poo here. Okay. You guys, what does Viatelli and Benrig do? Do you guys head out after this?
Actually, I was going to go back to the table with Tails.
Yeah, sure. All right, you guys go back to your table with tails.
You've been up to uh, Illanter's place a few times, haven't you?
Oh, sure, sure. Whenever my friend needs me, I am there to call home.
You wouldn't happen to know if there's somebody in that area by the name of Fenris Stormcastle, do you?
Hmm. Storm Castle. I do remember the name. It's a rather exceptional last name, if I do say so. But unfortunately, if I'm being quite honest, it's the last name belongs to a rather unexceptional individual. It's funny you should say it. Stormcastle. I believe he lives across the street from the Lantar estate. I think he's a um I think he's a lantern keeper, or something of the like. He puts up and takes down the oh yes, he's a lamplighter. He lives in a rather unexceptional hovel across the street. I've waved to him a couple of times in and out of the Lantar estate. Nothing more than that.
Do you happen to recognize Benric? Can can we take a peek at that letter you found earlier?
Of course. Here you go.
Uh, that's that's kind of upscale parchment and ink.
Yes, I've never seen such. I've never seen black paper before and silver ink. This is very fancy indeed.
Do you know where somebody might acquire that here in Sharn?
Well, you could acquire just about anything in Sharn. The question is, where did whoever's selling black paper acquire it from? Is what I would say. Black paper, though, I've heard of such a thing. I imagine not many people could supply that kind of paper.
Which was my thought exactly if I wanted to try to find this mysterious SK.
Hmm. Well, it sounds like you should start with Stormcastle more than anything.
Well, that's my intent, but it never hurts to have more questions.
Hmm. Well, all I can really say is that I happen to know that paper is made of trees. I know that parchment is made from animal skins, but paper is made from trees. So this is black paper. Maybe they're made from special trees. I am no paper making expert. I talk to people and I tell tales, and that's about it.
That's fair. I didn't know if perhaps you had taken up writing tales.
I'm afraid not. Silver ink, though, an expensive commodity. Whoever wrote this has capital behind them for such eccentricities.
Well, perhaps we'll talk to some of the folks in in-house Civis. Surely they would know if anyone.
Indeed, indeed, they are the scriveners, after all.
Well, let me get you, and Viatelli will look around and look for Darwin and Princess Dewdrop and see that they're not there.
Yep.
Looks like our companions have left. Let us get you a drink while we hit the road.
Oh, most kind, friends, most kind indeed. And if you want to pop off for a copper or something, he'll happily accept a drink and say,
Yep.
"Well, here's to you, and how far you've come since you've all come together in Sharn. Last we sat at this table, I was I was employing you for a rather small job, but look at you now, doing work for all these factions connected with the city, making friends. You've really come a long way in a couple of short weeks."
Uh, a A rolling stone gathers no moss, my friend.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Here's to the Platinum Watch and their wonderful establishment in Terminus Station, of no small thanks to myself.
Indeed. Here, here.
And he will, you'll have a drink with you two. And where would you two like to head next after leaving the Drunken Dragon, if you wish to?
Well, I plan on leaving. The question is, did they tell you they were going somewhere? They were probably following uh their guy, but I got no idea.
No, not that I know of at all. Let's go look around.
Okay, we'll go look a little bit.
My eyes will like start glowing like a more like radiant white light, and I'll do a see invisibility on myself.
Hey, okay, fair enough. Okay, why don't you, if you leave the Drunken Dragon and you go looking around, or look around the Drunken Dragon, leave, look around the neighborhood, why don't you two, or one of you at advantage, whichever you prefer, make a investigation check.
Plus
Uh,
5.
go for it.
Okay, cool.
You got all the magic eyes on. I can just see in the dark. Nothing special.
Yeah. 15.
15. You look around. How long do you want to look for? It'll affect DC.
Um,
How much time do you dedicate to this task? Or you give up?
Roughly what time would this be in the evening? Like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, around there somewhere.
Okay, then I would be comfortable devoting like an hour or two.
Okay.
As long as we're not out at like 12, 1 a.m.
Around, yeah, you guys dedicate like maybe 45 minutes to the endeavor, and then you
Yeah.
eventually turn down a street to see the unmistakable sight of a robed warforged or a heavy jacketed warforged standing sentry over a sleeping Black Panther with a fairy princess with a rather large warhammer asleep atop it.
Aw, Benrick says that as he turns into the alley. Aw. And then yeah, he'll walk over. Darwin, hello. I see Princess got a little tuckered out.
Yes, she meant so well.
I understand she's flying around constantly. I imagine it's exhausting.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Well, good job protecting her. That was very noble of you.
Thank you. Well, we've been staking out our guy. What all did I see through the window?
You saw the guy take off his armor, and presumably get into a bed. He left the light on.
Very suspicious. Who sleeps with their light on? It seems like a would it be like a open like a candle?
Yeah,
Who leaves open flames going?
I would agree that that does seem strange if you're going to sleep.
Possible he's afraid of the dark.
Some people are. I know two members of the Death Clan who were very afraid of the dark.
I mean this in the most polite way possible, but you would make anyone afraid of the dark.
That's that's very kind of you to say. Thank you, darling.
Benrick just like looks back and forth, clutches his holy symbol, just like, um, do we want to investigate this? I would be up for it. I'm not the most potent. I'm a little bit drained, but I still have some strength to lend out.
Well,
How how long has he been sleeping now? And like we've been watching?
Like an hour.
I think it's fine to just call it a night. We'll pick up, or we can watch him more tomorrow.
okay, that's fair. Uh, oh, try to scoop the princess and pick up. Someone's gonna have to wake the cat. There's only so much we can do.
Not it.
I will find a stick that is at least 6 feet long.
What do you know? You find a 10-foot pole in the next alley. That's so weird.
Awesome. That's so convenient. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'll go over and I'll poke Smokey and I'll get a little bit too close. Probably get swatted at.
Smokey just kind of like reaches really high, like as they're laying on, as she's laying on her side, and just kind of like, and then kind of like lays like this and looks up at you.
Come on. And I'll like pet it. Selena, come on. We have to go. Come on. And I'll try and like stand Smokey up on its legs. Just like lay Selena on Smokey's back.
Yep,
If
Smokey
she'll allow
stands
me.
up and does like a long, like all the claws come out, like the murder claws come out, and she just does like this long cat stretch. But does seem to like want to follow you, Benraid.
Does Smokey let lay on top of her?
The problem is that cats are kind of liquid, so you kind of lay on her and you like immediately begin to like droop off of her. But the good news is you got a party, so maybe like one of your party members could carry Selena, and then another party member can carry your massive warhammer. And you guys can, yeah, you're like toddler hugging like whoever,
Yeah,
as you're getting like taken back home.
I love it. Yeah, and she'll snooze if she can.
Do you do like the toddler thing where you like pretend to be asleep so someone will carry you?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, who does it? Who carries Selena home?
That to
Uh,
this kid.
I'll carry her. That Warhammer looks like it's rough stuff.
All right, yeah. Viatelli picks you up, and you
Oh,
just kind of Selena, you just kind of sleep, and Smokey just kind of does this like weird kind of meow, follows you guys along, and yeah, so maybe Darwin like throws the hammer over the shoulder and hauls it home. And with that, you guys all take the very sleepy princess and make your way down to Terminus. You guys want to take the sky coach again?
yeah, of course we do. We're not fucking peasants.
Yeah, I think so.
Now that you're making
Don't want to get
gold, maybe.
mugged.
Yeah, fair. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 8 silver each for that trip, as you got to cross 2 districts and go from upper to lower. Dover's like, another day, another gold, another cup of gold. I always love working for you folks. Whatever you need, whenever you need. Consider me your personal sky coach captain.
Just curious, how much would it be to actually make you our personal sky coach?
Oh, never been nobody's personal sky. Oh, he goes, never been a personal sky coach before. But I'll tell you what. Let me head back to the guild, and I'll ask them for you and see if we can come up with like a little payment situation, huh?
Oh, I would like that. Thank you.
And so he will. He'll hop on his sky coach and head for the Lyrander Enclave and see if he can get a good price for you guys. It'd probably be a lot of money because he makes a lot of money off you guys. He's probably how much gold do we think he's made today? He's probably made like at least 10 gold today off you folks. You did pretty good. 2 gold, about 2 gold plus 2 to 3 gold each at this point, something like that. But anyway, you'll go find a price. You guys all make it home, safe and sound. You lay the princess in her bed, tuck her in. There's a little like anime bubble coming out of her nose as she sleeps peacefully. Smokey gets on the bed and like lays down on Selena's pillow. So Selena's kind of forced to scooch down a little bit, but seems happy anyway. And yeah, you guys make it home. Have yourselves a good night.
Continuity question. Who has the disc that, like, the 3 slots?
That would be inside of Selena's hammer.
Oh, okay, cool.
You had the hidden compartment made in her warhammer to hide it, I believe.
Sick. Okay. Well, in that case, just after she's in her room safe, I'll just cast alarm on her door.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, the goblins are like, don't worry, we'll take care of the princess. But no, we was thinking, man, we gotta talk to the princess about our employment situation. There's bigger, better things out there, you know. We've been holed up in here for so long. But yeah, you guys go get a sleep. We'll take care of her.
Good job, man.
We're happy to be indentured servitude. I mean, servants.
Employees.
Employees, right. Very, very different. All right. Bye. And they'll close the door and tend to the princess. Okay. Okay. Question for more for Darwin than anyone else. Because you wanted to stake out. Do you have any intention? Like, when do you want to go back? Well, I guess for Selena as well. When do you want to go back and keep your eyes on War Dragon? Do you want to like get up first thing in the morning? Do you want to go back tomorrow night? What's the plan there?
Work for the Red Hand Battalion, so it's pretty serious to Selena. I think she'd be up first thing in the morning.
What? Selena gets up first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened before?
Only occasionally for really important things, and this is for Condon, so she's got to pull through.
Fantastic. All right. With that, you all get a long rest. And you're all probably awakened to the sound of a warhammer going boom, 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 boom on all of your doors as Selena's waking everybody up for a very important Red Hand Battalion mission.
Bender wakes into total panic. What's happening? What's happening?
No, it's okay. We're just we're getting an early start to the day.
Yeah, Benrig prays to the sovereign for strength and then goes to breakfast.
Okay. Guys, grab a little breakfast at the house. There's a part of my brain that imagines like almost in like a Cinderella fashion, thing is like shoving bagels in all of your mouths and is like, come on, let's go. And if you guys want to not be peasants and take the sky coach, that's another 8 silver to make your way back to Upper Central in preparation for Maloon's awakening. To start his day, see how that goes. Okay. You guys can make your way over there. Why don't we get some? I'm not going to really do stealth checks because it's not. I mean, you're out on the street and he's in his room. It's not really that. Yeah, sure. Roll me some stealth checks. I think. I'm kind of this way or that about it.
Five.
Selena, what'd you get?
I only got a 20 that time.
Only a 20. What
16.
about 16? What about Yatelli?
A whopping 11.
11. And Smokey, a very important part of the team these days. Got a 22 because she is Panther and is meant to be stealthy. You guys average at a hot 14, which is going to fool most people. Now I'd
Uh,
like. Oh, yeah.
on our way there, the reason that Viatelli did not do particularly well is he was he's worked a on a little something on the based on the Knoll fight. And he's just kind of plucking and figuring it out, and asking a couple of questions on the way there. And he's going to give uh, Princess Dewdrop and Darwin uh, heroic inspiration.
Ooh,
Cool.
very nice. Very nice.
While we're waiting, can I check my hammer for a surprise?
Sure, make an investigation check of your hammer.
Well,
Okay, it was more just for funnies than everything. You know how to open it up. So you crack that baby open. Darwin, what did you find inside?
I mean, rather inconvenient timing, but it's a little like a fanfare pre-recorded. Like there's no speakers or anything. It's a magical sound like and a little like illusion of like confetti.
oh, that's awesome. I love it. And then I'm like, whoops, we're supposed to be stealthy right now. Whoopsies. And she'll like hurriedly like put it away and pretend like nothing happened. But she looks at you and she like gives you a nod of approval for sure. That's awesome. It reminds
Amazing.
me of a gun that has like the flag that comes out of it that says gun. Incredible.
Incredible. Very funny. So yeah, maybe that's Viatelli's playing music. Selena's like, wow, that's so cool. Those aren't terribly stealthy, but maybe a little bit. I don't know. You got a 14. Um, who's watching the window to see if Maloon gets up to anything?
I would.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Benrig is the only one focusing. Benrig, make a perception check.
25.
That'll do. Um, yeah, well, you're like Viatelli's like he's playing some music. Selena's like is that maybe playing with her hammer. Darwin is looking really amused that Selena's so happy, and you're like, come on, guys. And
Peeking
you're
over a wall.
but you do actually see something rather strange in Maloon's window. You see Maloon. Oh, he's pretty ripped, which is worth pointing out. He's a pretty strong guy. Like 20 strength ripped. Like the guy is fucking boom, boom, boom. He's dead. But as he's standing there, he kind of wakes up strangely, like almost like a little robotically, and then he kind of like picks up the hammer and kind of starts to like make all these really weird head gestures and kind of like is like holding the axe really hard and squinting his eyes. Benrig, I'd like you to make an insight check.
13.
13. You're not entirely sure what's going on. Like you're seeing it and you can point it out to your friends, but you're not sure you're able to fully interpret what the hell is going on up there. You might need some helpful eyes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just describe that he woke up somewhat hollow and then immediately reached for the axe and had this weird change.
If anyone else looks up at the window and sees this, they can make an insight check of their own.
I'll take a peek. I only got +2 though. Yeah, an 8.
Nate, you're not able to really interpret the scene too well.
13.
Who else? 13. Afraid not.
14.
You tell me. Oh, guys,
Could
DC's
I
15.
could I roll an Arcana check more so about the magic item?
I'm afraid the check is insight on this guy.
So
Okay.
can I what exactly can I do with heroic inspiration? What could I use that to re-roll right
You
now?
sure can.
Or
You sure could.
uh,
That's exactly what you can do. And that's exactly
Yeah.
what it's for.
Yeah.
13.
God damn it. Who else got the inspiration from Viatelli?
Uh, the princess did.
I did, but I want to. Is this important enough? I
Well,
want
it's
to.
for your mission, so
Sure.
I can top you up again tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll reroll. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's the natural 20 for 23.
there we go. There we go. We did it. All of you are like, what is going on in there? Is the axe like he having like a psychic battle with the axe or whatever? And Selena, that kind of maybe Viatelli says that and it kind of clicks something for you. Maybe that's why the inspiration helps out. You're gonna understand a couple things in this moment because you've been to the Feywild, you've been around the Feywild, you've adventured in the Feywild, you know a couple things. You've heard of really, really powerful special magical weapons. Your mom's told you about them, your dad's told you about them. And some of these really powerful weapons have minds of their own and they have wills of their own. And in this moment, you see Maloon is holding onto it desperately, like he really, really wants the axe, but it's kind of almost hurting him, like the axe is trying to get away from him. Um, and I feel like the DC should be higher because this is a lot to take from it. But you're like, okay, why would the axe not want to be Maloon's friend? He's like a super great warrior. He's really friendly, and the axe is, you know what I mean? Like he seems like the perfect guy for it. And then you're like, because this happens a lot in the Feywild. You're like, wait a second. What if he's being magically controlled, and the axe doesn't like that and wants to get away from him because he's being magically controlled? So you think, to your best estimation, Maloon War Dragon is being mentally dominated
Hmm.
and the axe doesn't want to hang around someone who's been mentally dominated.
Yeah, that was like some mental gymnastics right there. Like, I don't know
Sure,
how.
it sure fucking was, but I don't know what. Okay, I'll simply say this to make it make more sense. Maloon War Dragon is like the spirit of a great warrior, right? He's buff, he's kind, he's friendly, he's courageous, he's all these things. He's a member of the Red Cloak Battalion. Like he should be the perfect match for a powerful magical axe. Why would the magical axe want to get away from him? There's probably something wrong with Maloon. You know what I mean? That's what you take away from it. There's a reason why the axe doesn't want to be with him, and that's very concerning because it should want to be with him.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'll say your interpretation is.
what about the whole bit about the mind control thing?
We'll say that I didn't say that Because you're right, it was a bit of mental gymnastics.
Oh man, but that's good stuff.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have said anything. So
Oh,
you just think that there's something wrong with Maloon that you guys just can't see because the axe should want to be with him, but it doesn't seem to want to be with him. So there's probably something wrong with Maloon that's really hard to see, and you don't know what it is.
I'll tell the party everything. Hmm. I think we should just separate the two. Oh, but that's not the mission, right? We're just supposed to report back.
Well, it
Uh,
maybe it would pay to have a couple of us continue to trail him, and we report back a little bit early because there may be something additional that can be done or some additional information that may be had.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I'll tell you what, Selena. This check's for you because you're such a fan of Kadon the Hammer. Make an insight check.
Okay. Oh man, it's a 7.
Take advantage because Smokey purrs really loudly or some shit. I don't know. Help acting.
12.
Well, that's enough. Kadon, you remember Kadon saying, "We at the Red Cloak Battalion look out for our brothers and sisters," and you know that nothing's more important to the Red Cloak Battalion than fellowship and friendship and all of these things. They're so important. You think that Kadon the Hammer would be extra impressed if you're able to help Maloon rather than just report.
Oh my god, this is my time to shine, to go above and beyond. Yes.
That's right.
I'll definitely make the recommendation to the party. We should separate the hammer or the axe from Balloon and swear to him it's for his own good, and he'll come around in like, I don't know, however long. Mm, Actually, she doesn't know if that's true or not.
I
Um,
was gonna say, do I know anything of this?
I'll give you the Arcana check now, Benrig, because of what Selena has said.
17.
17. Selena believes that the axe is so powerful, it probably has a will of its own. And the axe looks like it should belong to a great warrior. And this guy looks to be, in every sort of way, a great warrior. He's courageous, affable, charismatic, strong, mighty, brave, all these things. But the axe doesn't want to be with him for some reason that none of you can really see or understand, which makes you think it must be magical in some way, something beyond the ability to see with the naked eye. Chances are there might be some curse or spell, magic, enchantment, something on Miloon that might be influencing this negative relationship with his axe that's souring his personality.
Got it.
So you could probably throw a detect magic, maybe earn a little bit more, maybe who knows?
so Slim is familiar with like attuning to items, right?
I would make an Arcana check because you're fairly low level and you don't have any attunement items.
The oh, wand of restoration.
Oh, you're attuned to the one restoration.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no, that's a charm. Wasn't that a charm you got from the tree that you're?
yeah. You're right. I think I just added the item because that's
It
what
was
was,
easier.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's meant to be. Just make an Arcana check.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you know about attunement.
Okay, so I know if I think he's attuned to this thing and I pull it away from him for like 8 hours, it should unattune to him, right? So how that works?
Yeah, but you've been also told that he does not want to part from that axe.
Yeah,
So
my hammer's bigger.
it's sure is, but his axe is cooler. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. She's
Actually, no. I think his axe is actually bigger. It's a great axe. Oh no, it's a battle axe. My bad. It's a battle axe. So they're about the same size.
okay. Whatever. Peacebringer's better.
Are battle axes two-hand weapons?
They're one-handed weapons that can be wielded two-handed for extra damage. He doesn't seem to wield a shield, so you expect that he probably wields it two-handed.
Maybe tomorrow night when he's sleeping, we take his hammer or his axe away from him. Again.
Yeah. It, yes, and a clear plan with the hammer in the meantime.
Oh, sure. Mm, Actually, better ask for forgiveness than permission. I think Kondon's going to think this is amazing. I'd love to show him what initiative we have.
Um, at this point, you see Maloon War Dragon with his really cool axe walking down the street past you all, and he gives you a very kind smile and a little wave as he walks down the street past you.
And I'll wave back.
Thief. Um, yeah, and he'll just keeping on past you guys.
Do we follow him today, or do we have enough information on him and come back tonight?
Ransack his room.
We could go through his room. Hmm.
You guys want to break into his house and go through his room?
Maybe.
I suppose it might be harder to come back tonight or get in tonight. So maybe not.
Oh my God, what if we break into his house now and go under his bed and then, like, when he's sleeping later, come out from under his bed and take his hammer and just leave? I think that'd be easier than breaking in while he's sleeping. Brian, don't look so disappointed. It's a good plan. It could work.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
You're probably better doing it. You can fit under a bed.
well, that's true. And I'll leave the window unlocked so I can just fly out with the. With, and hopefully he doesn't wake up because he might beat my ass. So he might beat me up. Actually, I bet.
Well, let's let's pause and ask a, a few questions. Um, how that's a pretty fancy axe. Um, you know, did he? But we're not sure that it's the source of the problem. There may be something else that's the source of the problem. Uh,
He seemed well adjusted otherwise.
something is causing a periodic fit. Is he like getting? Is he like still in the house, like getting ready, like he's gonna go out?
No,
No, he
he
just well,
he walked by you guys after you'd been talking for a minute. So he had this like moment of like he's trying to hold the axe while some invisible force is trying to pull it away from him. Uh, and then just now he walked down the street in armor with his axe at his hip, seemingly normal but a little grumpy.
Let's let's just continue to trail him. Uh, I mean, if we need to break into his place, we know where he lives now. If he goes bar hopping tonight, we can make that decision at that point relatively easily. Um, but if we see him have additional struggles during the day, we can look and see what he's got going on, see who he meets and talks to, and something that fancy there may be a history or a story associated with it that could be uncovered. I don't know. Looks awful fancy.
Yeah, let's keep following him then. That's good to know.
You follow him to the Drunken Dragon. He's let in. Um, there's a bit of a conversation at the door between him and the bouncer, as there's nobody in the line because it's too fucking early to be going to the bar. A little bit of like, what are you doing here so early? And the war dragon kind of just like shaking his hand, like, oh, well, leave me alone, basically. Um, you guys go in as well. Bouncer's like kind of like shaking his head, like it's too damn early for this. And you guys go into the nightclub as it's opening, and you see War Dragon go sit at the bar and just start drinking.
Should go talk to him, shouldn't I?
Get his story. Ask him about the axe. It looks pretty fancy.
Okay.
You're a fairy princess. You're cute.
See where it goes. Yeah. Sure. I'll go take a seat next to him.
Pleasure. But who might you be? I'm Maloon War Dragon, Red Cloak Battalion. Good to meet you.
I'm a red hand of the Red Cloak Battalion as well. My name's Princess Selena Dewdrop.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Your Royal Majesty. Say, are you friends with Kaelin Lantar? I think I remember him saying something about meeting a princess.
Yep, that's right. Good friends. Saved his life, in fact.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to meet you. Shake your hand. You
Yeah.
let it. They'll say, well, let me get you a drink. A little early to be drinking for such a little lady, don't you think?
Well, the same could be said for you.
I'm not a little lady. I'm a big, strong man.
Oh, what brings you to the bar so early?
Just wetting my whistle. Like to spend my time around here.
Yeah. Well,
Drink types.
I gotta be honest with you. I know a little more than I'm letting on.
Oh, yeah? About what?
Well, you see, being part of the Red Cloak Battalion's no joke. We take care of our own, and well, I know she'll like lower her voice and kind of look around. Know a little something of your problem.
He kind of squints at you. He goes, problem are you talking about?
She'll like glance at the axe and then glance back at him.
He grips the axe sort of possessively as you look at it.
Yeah. The one where you don't have freedom. Um, be who you're meant to be.
What? What are you talking about?
He's like purposely trying to be a little cryptic.
Be who I'm meant to be? What is that supposed to mean?
Well, so I'm sorry, what did you say again that we weren't allowed to know about what he did in the window? So I'm trying hard not to meta, but I kind of got a little mixed up.
So all you know is that what you've all talked about, which is that there might be something magical going on that's affecting Miloon, that is making the axe not want to be his friend.
And
That is what your party has theorized.
okay.
Can I cast calm emotions?
Sure, you can. You cast calm emotions, and I mean nothing really
Uh,
happens. They're both pretty calm.
Um,
could I do the effect that gives
What?
the creature immunity to the charmed condition? See
Oh,
if that does anything?
okay. You sneaky bastard. Okay. You cast calm emotions, and you feel the spell grip onto him tightly, and you do realize that there is a charm upon him. It's a powerful charm, though. I want you, Lord Benrig. Where's calm emotions coming from?
The
Is that
sovereign.
sovereign?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Calm emotions. Yeah, it's just a cleric.
It's a
So
cleric.
yeah,
Okay.
so it
I
would
want.
come from the sovereign, I would say. Um,
All
uh,
right. Make me
yeah,
a wisdom check, just a flat wisdom check, to see if you
sure.
can break the enchantment.
It's a 9,
Uh,
straight wisdom.
roll again. The sovereign loves you.
I mean, yeah.
Do it. Go for it. You're good.
No,
And
it doesn't want it to happen.
uh, creature has immunity to the charmed frightened conditions until the spell ends. The creature is already charmed. The frightened condition starts. Oh, okay. So I'll tell you what. It doesn't break the enchantment, but it does, as it says, suppress it. And he blinks a couple of times and goes, "What?" I and like you see, he looks a little confused, Benrick, and you know what's going on, but
Yeah.
Selena, you're like, "Yes, I'm getting through to him."
yeah.
Uh, and he's like, "Wait, why? What's I host?" Uh, he kind of
Maloon,
scratches his head.
I know the
Who are you?
strength. I know it doesn't matter. I know the strength you feel each day when you wake up. I also know the hollowness and emptiness that you feel without it. That
What?
may last for a time.
He goes, "No, no, you've got it all wrong." He goes, "I, it's not the axe. It's what was their name? It doesn't matter. You have to break it permanently. Make it go away." And I'll say as a minute comes up, he kind of blinks a couple of times. You feel the charm sort of return to him. And he kind of like looks at you all kind of angrily, and he's like, get the hell away from me!" And he'll sort of grip his axe and stand up and kind of like begin to like move out of the bar, like storm out of the bar angrily. Now, I will remind you guys something. For my red hand people, one of the ways that you can gain support from the red hands or the red cloak battalion is that you can receive uh, uncommon or rare magic items for limited time that may help with your objectives. You can sort of borrow them from them. So maybe you're looking for a more powerful way to break an enchantment. You could go to Kadon at this point. Maybe he can help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say to everyone, I felt a powerful influence. I couldn't even get close to cracking it, but perhaps there's more powerful magics that we can access.
But it's it's your people. Whatever you think is best. I'm happy to support you.
Yeah, the Red Cloak Battalion will never leave one of their own behind. So, yeah, even though I just met him, but I like this.
I understand. Well, this will be a chance to briefly check in with Kadan and get an official say so behind us. That carries weight, having his go ahead.
Mhm. Sure, let's go talk to Don then.
Okay, you're gonna go talk to Dawn. I'm just gonna post. I should have given this to you guys a while ago, but um, here's the benefits of the Red Foot Battalion. Um,
Discounts on red cloaks.
um, okay. Um, Sweet. So you guys are gonna go to the Citadel. In Middle Central. So you're just gonna go one. If you guys want to spend a half an hour walking, you can just make your way down to the Citadel, or you could just pay 2 silver each for a quick ride down one level to the Citadel.
I think spending half hour is not a bad deal. It'll give him give Maloon a chance to cool off a little bit.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right,
fine with walking.
amazing, amazing. All right, with that, you make your way down to the Citadel. You roll, see how your day goes. Yeah, you make your way down there easy enough. Uh, you're allowed in. You're well recognized here at this point. Um, you're going to find, as always, Kadon the Hammer is in the Red Cloak Battalion offices. It's always just him, rarely anybody else, if ever, as far as you've been able to tell. You walk in, and he turns around and says, "Hello, great allies, the Red Cloak Battalion. Welcome back. How fares your journeys and your observations of our brother, Maloon War Dragon?"
Hi, Don. Good to see you. Well, we followed him around, and he did this weird thing with his hammer, his war axe. And well, I think he's like possessed or something, and his axe is cursed. But he could be off. I'm probably off a little bit. Anyway, we're hoping you have some kind of potion that could like break a charm.
Goes, "That will simply not do." And he will say, "Give me but a moment, little Red Cloak." And he will disappear into the back where you'll hear like him like rummaging through boxes and the sound of like glass breaking and a cat going meow, and him eventually coming out with a scroll. Um, and he'll say, "Whoever here possesses the power to one day cast Dispel Magic, I give you this scroll. Use it upon Maloon, and perhaps free him from whatever charm has befell him."
Excellent. Oh, this is very helpful. Hopefully, we can get him to sit still long enough to dispel the magic on him. He was a little upset when we last left him.
By all reports, it sounds like his good, cheerful humor has been replaced by sourness.
It's a tragedy, really, but we've got his back. We'll make sure he's back to normal in no time.
I am sure he will most appreciate it once he has been saved from his, well, whatever's going on. I believe in you, Red Hands. Go forth and save our brother in arms. He needs you now more than ever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
props you. Boop, Selena.
Mhm. Perfect. Um,
He'll point very like All Might style at you, Lord Fjarlan, and says, "Lord Fjarlan, one day I will convince you to join the Red Cloak Battalion, for I know your heart is brawn and your sword is strong."
I look forward to the future effort.
Indeed. Perhaps the gold I will shower your party members in when they have completed this most honorable service will convince you. Goodbye, for I have many duties to perform for my beloved Brayland. And with
Speaking
that,
of,
oh
oh,
yes, no, go ahead, Brother Darwin. It was I didn't mean to interrupt you.
you were so busy and we never see anyone in here. Do you need more assistance?
I always require more assistance, but right now, Maloon War Dragon needs it more than I.
Affirmative, or, understood.
This is our most important task. Maloon War Dragon is an honored brother, and one who we simply would not be the same without. Okay, bye. I've got lunch with another Warforged lady today, and he's going to depart.
Have a good lunch. Bye.
Have a good saving our brothers from evil stuff, rock and roll. And he will walk, and strangely, the WWE music will just kind of go with him as he disappears. Will kind of fade out as he walks away, like it's coming from him somehow. Meanwhile, via Telly, I believe you have a mission to turn in. Oh no, not yet. No, you still got
Not
the.
yet.
Yeah, no, my bad, my bad. Um, okay. What's next for the Red Cloak, or for the Platinum Watch?
I can't
Uh,
magic, so I'll give the scroll to Ben.
Thank you, Princess. I'm sure I can make use of this.
Excellent. I think we should go find our friend in arms and release them of this curse. Magic.
Excellent. Benrig, just for your knowledge, as a cleric, dispel magic is on the cleric list, so you should be able to use this scroll. However, it is a level of spell that is beyond what you're usually used to casting. So just so you know, in order to cast the spell, the DC is going to be a DC 13 Wisdom check in order to successfully execute the casting of the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, and should you succeed, yeah, his spell may be broken. Perhaps we will see.
Cool. Yeah, I'll keep that handy. And then I will follow everyone.
Okay. You're just going right back to find Maloon and try and free him.
I don't know. I guess.
Sure, yeah. If you want it, go for it.
Well,
Hoof
better.
it back for another half an hour. Cool.
yeah, that gives him like an hour to cool off.
On the way back, I'd like Selena, roll me a d6.
Okay. One.
One. Okay. One it is. Fucking damn. Okay. Let's see, where is this gonna happen? So as you're walking, as you're making your way up to try and get back up, you're going to see this young halfling girl, sort of like she's like a teenager, or maybe like 15, something like that, probably like very young for a halfling. She's sitting by like the railings, just kind of like on the ground, and she's kind of like doing one of these, and she seems to be like very distressed, like she's crying.
Oh, man, there's a girl crying over there. Do we do something?
Here's a girl crying over there.
Well, let me go see.
And we'll hang back.
I'll
Hey,
just
I are are you okay?
The girl looks up at you. Um, she has, let's see here. She has red hair. Again, she's like very, very young in the face. She, uh, yeah, uh, she says, it's, I'm, uh, I'm okay. Oh, you'd also see she has like these two streaks of just like white in her hair, which is like crazy. Like she like it probably means like I don't know. It tells of someone who's like lived a stressful life. And she says, I just everything's so crazy in the streets and all the war and all the suffering and the Boromar clan is just like out in force and uh I just I don't it's just so much. I don't know what to do.
It is quite a lot. Do you have someplace that you call home?
I live here in Sharn and I live here with my mother, but my mother she's insane. She's a crazy person.
I see. Uh, well, if, have you had anything to eat today?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Okay. What's made you sad and afraid this morning?
Oh, I'm not afraid, but I'm just really sad because all this stuff in the paper, they're all the horrible things the Boromar clan's done or what they say that they've done, it just it paints them in such a horrible light. I had no idea. People think so terribly of them, uh, and what they
I
and family's everything, and
are are you a member of their family and that's why you're so concerned?
uh, I sure am. And she takes out a dagger and she is going to shove it into your belly. And everyone can roll initiative. And she like leers sickly at you as she does it. Boy, am I.
Yeah, she got she got me fooled.
Thank you. That's so nice. That's such a nice thing of you to say. All right. So Viatelli's down. Oki's down. Ben Ray, you guys are all just standing on the other side of the street watching Viatelli be such a nice elf. That'll do. Okay, so she got a. Okay. Who got a 20 plus? Who got a 15 plus?
16.
15.
What is your dex score, Benrig?
I had a 16. I think it was one above. My dex score's 2.
Got it. Okay, she'll go first. That's gonna be who rolled a 10 plus.
11.
And
11. What'd you get, Darwin?
10.
And all right, that's it. We'll put on some battle music. But unfortunately, our unassuming little lady is going to get uh free a free swing at it. She's gonna get a surprise round. Just her though, not her companions. So I'm not gonna give her advantage on the swipe, but she is going to take a stab with her dagger at you. Um, you just on instinct, like, ugh, kind of like jet yourself back, and she kind of just like kind of widely misses, and then kind of pulls out from under where she's sitting this rapier, and it's gonna just like come at you like a crazy person. That is going to be a 12, which is probably a miss,
The
and
miss.
a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Absolutely.
All right. She's going to deal you 9 points of piercing damage. And then she's going to take the disengage bonus action. Is she going to do that? Yeah, she'll take the disengage bonus action and she'll run over here, which brings us to true initiative. So she'll get another turn. She's going to take a bunch of attacks at you, Selena. We'll start with a dagger. That's going to be 23 to hit. That's going to be 5 piercing damage. Then there's going
Can
to
I
be
impose disadvantage in this second one with my reaction?
certainly can. Absolutely. That's going to be 14 on the second attack as light sort of flashes in her eyes. Gonna miss you, I assume, Selena. Okay.
Miss.
Yep, miss. Fantastic. That's cocked. The last attack is going to be 21 to hit with her rapier. And that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage. She manages to dagger stab and miss the last one with the flare. And then she's going to disengage from you as well. And she is going to fall back this way. And she's going to turn over and say, "Get the stone!" And you're going to see these kind of halflings all pull out. These kind of buff-looking halflings all pull out kind of rough-looking maces. Halflings that look like twice, if not quadruple her age, like older, like more tough halflings who've been in the business longer. This kid starts commanding them, and they all follow suit. That's going to bring us to your turn, Benrig. What do you do?
Can I run up kind of equidistant from these two groups, and like in the middle of them as much as I can?
Sure. Like you want to be kind of here, 15.
I'd like to get as many within 30 feet of me as possible, if I could.
Within 30 feet. You'll get all of them from here.
Yeah, I'll step up, drop to my knees, and as I do, I'll just yell out a prayer feel the light of Auditar, and that's how it'll end, and just like a supernova.
All right. What do you need from me?
Con saving throws from each of them.
Okay. DC?
15.
Failure. Failure. Success. Success. Half the toughs fail, half the toughs succeed, and Crazy Knife Girl is going to fail.
Awesome. So that's 2d10. 11 plus 4, so 15 to anyone that failed, and then half that, so 7 to anyone that succeeded.
Got it. And 7 to these guys over here. We'll say the blast kind of primarily went in her direction, as your anger was maybe more directed at the girl than these other guys, we'll say. All right, good AoE, good job.
Awesome. And then as a bonus action, who got walloped a little more, Viatelli or Selena? Did I see? I think
Selena got hit twice, whereas Viatelli only got hit once. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just give Selena a first level healing word. Bonus action. So that will be 9 healing.
Incredible.
Sweet. All right. If that's you, Benrick. All right, Selena. This girl that Viatelli was being so nice to has attacked you. How very fey of her.
Oh, that was rude.
Oh, you're a princess. What the fuck?
Ooh, where's the closest one?
You could probably get in a range of any one of them you want.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll go get the girl.
All right. Whee! Fly over here 30 feet. Confront her. Go for it.
Didn't anyone teach you manners? And she'll bop her non-lethally. She doesn't want to kill a child.
She's a psychic.
Yeah, well, we'll decide later. We'll see. It's only a 12, though.
12, you try and get her, and she kind of like... There's just something about like the fucking craziness in her eyes that kind of like catches you off guard and is actually part of her defense. And you kind of find yourself like a little off center as you kind of swing widely, a little taken aback by her, just crazy energy. Is there anything else?
No, I guess not. Yeah.
All right, Smokey's gonna run over here. He's gonna attack one of the halflings that looks very mean with a hammer. Smokey's gonna roll a modified 20. That will definitely hit. The deal. Ooh, I think she did pretty damn good. Uh, 8 damage. Brr. All right. That's gonna bring us to some halflings. I think they're gonna just come over and try and kick your ass, Selena. And Smokey will get an opportunity attack, which hits for 8 damage. This guy is pretty hurt. Pretty hurt right off the fucking gate. But they're gonna take advantage attacks on you, Selena, because of pack tactics.
Ryan, when I see one pull around with the rapier, I'm gonna try and disadvantage the rapier.
They only have maces. They don't have rapiers.
Oh, okay, cool. No, it doesn't matter at all then. Yeah, I'll just try and first
okay,
one.
so it'll cancel out into a straight roll. That's gonna be a 21 to hit you, Selena.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you drop a tribe?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the heals too.
All right. So that's going to be That's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Selena, as they crack you.
Ah.
The next one's going to attack with advantage. That's going to be a natural 20. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he just clocks you in the back of the head. They're the worst anyone's ever hit you.
They're all so rude. Oh my god.
That's so freaking mean. These two guys are like, yeah, get the cleric, get the holy man. And they're gonna take advantage attacks against you, Benrich. That's gonna be a 19 to hit
Hits.
and a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, that's only gonna be 6 bludgeoning damage to you.
6. No worries.
All right, Viatelli, you're up to bat, my friend. She knifed me. You're muted, by the way.
There we go. The two thugs. What's my distance to the two thugs?
The one's attacking Selena or Benrick?
Yep, the one's attacking Selena.
You could get in melee with one of them at 30 feet.
Okay, that's perfect. Bonus. Actually, I'm not going to move. Bonus action. I'm going to bamf via Misty Step,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give. I gotta see how much it is. It's 1 die 10. Selena, have 6 temp hit points because Faye.
Yeah, Fey juice. I love that.
Hey, Juice.
And I gotta be right behind him.
Yep.
Not catty corner. I want to be right behind the two of them.
Okay, you need 5 more feet.
I have 30 feet on the bamf,
Oh.
so I'll move 5 and then bamf.
Got it.
And
No problem.
I'm just going to lean in and say, and cast sleep.
Okay. What do they need to roll?
Sleep is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
One of them succeeds, surprisingly. I'll just roll for even that guy. So this guy, fittingly, the guy who's like really hurt and is like really low on stamina just falls over and is asleep.
And I'll tell the other one, you're going to die today.
Fuck you! How about that? I'm not good at shit talking. Is there anything else for you to tell?
No, that's bonus action move.
Fantastic. Darwin, you're up to bat.
Let's see. I'm going to use my action to summon my force ballista. And then using the it should have a range of 120 feet, and I can make essentially like a spell attack through it. So with my bonus action, I will guess which ones are not like blocked by my teammates right now.
Depends where you position it.
Where you have it is fine with me.
You can get this guy pretty easy, the one that Viatelli's facing.
Yeah, I'll get that guy. I'll aim for them. 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Let's see. Damage was 10, and then wait. What? Wait. Get out of the way. Yeah, so I got 10 damage, and then it pushes the target up to 5 feet, but I guess there may not be room there.
That's okay. So 10 damage, you said?
Yep.
10 damage, definitely bloodied, and is going to get, I'll just say he gets kind of tumbled over his sleeping friend. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Crazy Lady is going to say, I'm going to have your wings, and I'm going to fucking button them to my coat. And she is going to take 3 attacks against you again, Selena. First one is 17 to hit on the dagger.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. It's going to be 7 points of piercing damage. And that's going to be 16, which misses, and modified 20. And she's going to deal you 11 points of piercing damage. Ouch! And then I think she's going to disengage with her bonus action. And she's going to run all the way over to her tufts over here. And with that, I'm going to call the session. And we'll complete this combat next week.
Awesome.
I just don't like to end battles on the enemy turn because it kind of changes the whole battle the next week. So, but yeah, we'll end it there, and we'll pick it up next week and see if you guys, if you could possibly